Let it sink in and let them ask questions.
Okay.
Let it sink in and see what happens. Because I could just probably be invited back in and be like, hey, baby. What's up, baby mama?
We're gonna need these.
I don't know. Okay.
You know, fucking. I understand that she's a recolor, but holy shit, do I want to be fucked by her badly. Kyran. She's. Fuck. She's actually kind of hot. It's like that
Fucking blue Funtime Foxy.
Yes, she's kind of hot though.
I'll suck up my current. Shit.
She's kind of hot though.
Oh, there goes one of my current.
I don't know. Those big beady eyes kind of do it for me. And the lips. Damn, bro.
Quick load.
I had a nice RP with her one time, but she rarely ever wants to do that. I think she only did it because I was like, oh, I'll make you an animation if you do it. So I was just that desperate for that blue fox beauty.
Dude, I'm looking to worship a new Foxy Goddess, and fucking, I'd be down for whatever the fuck they put me through, just as long as like it makes sense for my character. Like, oh hey, could you eat my shit? No, fuck that. No.
What the
fuck? No. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't do that. I'm doing stuff that would make sense for my boy, like rim job and gas fetish and anal for gay sex, basic sex,
Bruh,
other
did
things.
not leverage to gators. He is psychotronic skill.
2? I'm trying to figure out how to use this thing so I can frickin'.
That is a mimic. Or
Trying to install some mods here to kind of.
attack, sneak attack, sneak attack. I did better than last. Protection only. Scope ships. Shotgun critical. And allows the detection.
Spawn legendary animals and fish. I'll wait till I beat the game to do that. So, well, actually, I'm gonna wait till chapter 4 because apparently there's sharks that were cut from the game, and I want to mess around with
Or
that.
what? Oh shit! Oh shit! Sorry, chapter 4 of what game? You're fake. There is one more imposter down. But where is he?
Plug in to kill children.
Oh shit! There's 3 of them. Nope, I'm out of here. Y'all go have sex or do whatever. I do not feel like doing it.
Okay, so whenever the reply comes, whenever whatever comes, stuff will happen. Actually, hold up. Give me a second. I have an idea. I need to get a SpongeBob picture real quick.
Alright. Oh god, this is taking forever. I'm just trying to install one thing. Just wanna
Another class.
edit something.
SpongeBob looking at something. Give me a second. I need to go find. I need it to find.
Halo Reach GPD editor. Okay. Actually, I think I remember this. I used this to make frickin' character Shark.
Okay.
Red Dead Redemption. Apologize if this is taking so long.
Prepare you.
Actually,
Alright.
This meat will get some.
Looking at something. Movie. I need. Okay, I need.
Every item I pick up, it's a mimic.
Oh dang! This is perfect. This is perfect. There we go. I found the picture.
Oh.
I found it. I shall now use this and edit it perfectly. All right. Edit time.
Where did my no mod go?
Okay. Okay, this works. I think this works.
Good on medkit.
Okay. All right. I can't put pictures here. Oh, fuck. I can't put pictures. No. Crap baskets. I can't put pictures.
what about other frickin' channels?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I have no access to pictures.
Damn
I
it.
have none. I can't post a picture. Can you?
No, I can't either. I tried to before.
Are you in Tyrant's server?
Yeah, you want to join?
Yeah, send me a link.
Oh god.
I want to
Oh
see
god.
what the fuck that's going on down there.
It's a bunch of furry
I'm just trying
reskins,
to,
man. I
dude.
just
I just
wanted
want
to
to try and.
That's
I want
basically
her
every NSFW Sonic community reskin
pretty much. Yeah,
and
dude. I'm
MLP.
trying to flirt with Tyran right now. Like,
You know, MLP reskins are a lot worse than.
yeah, exactly. MOP reskins are a whole lot worse. Give me a second. I need
Yeah,
the.
I'm
I
the
need
one
like.
that actually has to make the stuff if I'm paid to do it. Money's money.
Yeah, money is money. Fucking. What is a really freaking good
I
picture
think
for
if we get
this?
banned, she immediately recognizes me.
Really? Why? Why would she ban
I
you?
talked to her in the past about making a model. She got jealous. She and I made up, but after that, I just lost my DM. And I assumed I must have done something to piss her off.
Mm. And that's not even
Idiot
a
server. Where did he
her.
get this
It's a
invite
he.
link?
It's a he.
Where did he get the
Tyran's not
invite
a
link?
girl.
Yeah, I heard. Where did he get this link?
I'm in the
Uh,
server.
Jordan gave it to me. Cause we cool. Okay,
Okay,
give
I
me.
joined.
What is
I went in.
fucking? He is here. All right, I need a good emoji. Jordan, I
Ooh,
need.
so many people.
I need a good emoji for this.
Okay, I found it. And I
Okay.
found and I recovered a DM. Originally, I found her in a server while in Nickemlick's server. I was working on a
Can
collab.
I even post a GIF in here? If I could post a GIF, then that'd be
It's gonna
cool.
fail the embed though.
Stickers. Oh yeah,
Minus
Yuki sticker.
art, use apps. Bruh, I can't even post any fucking pictures.
No, you cannot. You're not allowed.
She does not want any trolls in that server.
No, she does not.
Even though the obvious troll is obvious.
Jordan.
Yeah,
Power
Yeah.
off? Why would I want to turn power off? Oh, the electric junk.
I'm just editing stuff right now. Taking some time to load.
I need one more neural mod. It's crafted.
Give me. I need a good picture for this. Freaking a. What is a good photo for this?
I am gonna have to do a run where I get no typing abilities at all.
Dang it, I can't find a good photo for this. I mean, I have the photo in question. I just.
I actually need that one to survive. 4 and
Hold up,
5.
hold up. Okay, I have the blowing a kiss emoji. Should I send it to Tyran?
Do it.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even have any PSI.
Okay, you know what? Let's go. Let's try it. Let's
Okay.
try it.
Whoa!
Did they say something?
Scared again. And I activated the
The
combat mode
moment
at the worst time.
the moment they get on, it will be funny.
Operator, stop cock blocking me. I don't want to shoot.
Stop cock blocking me.
Probably didn't see me there. Steven Mueller. That's what proves it.
Cool name, Stephen Moody.
Yeah, man, I need a live specimen if I want to scan it. So you get alien abilities, and if you get too many, turrets will be hostile against you. So, the question is, do I stay human or do I get more powers? Got kinetic blast, you got mimic matter, I can turn anything I want. Uh, don't hide from me. I can.
Alright, Sapphire said lol. We got
Don't
Sapphire here.
That's
Well, I better join in and say
Give it a
something.
second, give it a second, give it a second, give it a second. Let us watch and just see what happens.
fucking notes everywhere.
Alright, alright. You may
Not
say a
adventure,
thing.
not
Go ahead,
adventure.
Jordan.
Not
I like to live dangerously. No, hold up. I like to live dangerously.
This guy's
I like to live dangerously.
probably not the same.
Don't make me raise my hand, Jordan. Don't you dare. Don't you freaking dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I need a recycler charge.
You little bastard, Jordan. You know that? You're a little bastard.
What do you, what do
You are the littlest bastard. You are the littlest bastard. You know that?
do that?
I like to live dangerously. Be careful about it. Yeah. I like to live dangerously, baby. Fucking, bro, imagine actually doing VR dating again. Or online dating again, this time with Tyran. Bruh. Surge, delete your message. Actually, no. You can say whatever you want. Sorry. Oh, what do you mean, bruh, though?
Random message, because why not?
I'm doing a bit here. I'm doing a bit here. Raise your hand, Surge. Raise your hand, Surge. You have to. Jordan has started it. You must, bro. You must.
There we go. It's all saved. Okay, now we can start.
I am raising my hand.
Freaking no! Like in the server.
I'm raising my hand. I'm raising my
You
left
dum
hand.
dum! In the server! Raise your hand!
I have the server tab open and I'm raising my left hand.
No, you have to type the emoji.
You have to type the emoji. Also, that
Oh,
was
oh,
funny.
oh, oh. Left.
Alright, raise your hand. He doesn't raise his hand. Oh, there we go. He raised his hand.
I'm
Good.
on to your ass if they ban me for raiding.
Nah, it's whatever. I'm doing this for
If
the
I
law.
don't get killed by this phantom. I need a typo.
Dude. Dude. If this works.
You're gonna be swinging around in Tyran's balls, Sap.
I know I will, and I will love it.
Oh, fuck.
Where's my phone? Where's my Nerf gun?
I don't know, Surge. Maybe you should have not. I don't. Okay, Ghost Slime. Why did you unfriend me, you piece of shit?
Dang, Ghost Slam unfriended you? What the frick? How could he?
Well, because he's freaking addicted to like porn and shit, and then he will have mental breakdowns when he realizes he spent all his money on porn, and then he'll be like, "Oh, I'm leaving," and it's like, dude, I tell him to get help. I tell him to stop spending his money on people who don't care about him, and then he comes back each and every time, and it's like, like I feel bad for the dude, but I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I see you.
I learned that lesson a long time ago when I first started getting into stuff like this.
Yeah. You know, we all have to do like a collab for Armageddon.
And thanks to that, that's what got me a new computer.
Oh. Well, Serge, Hunter, I want to have you guys on Sonic Armageddon.
I can do that. I will provide voices, and it will get me some good practice with editing. I am very powerful.
We're gonna take the not safe for work community by storm.
We shall, because we're powerful.
The new our server will become the new place, the cool kids club, as they say.
The cool kids. Yes, the cool kids club.
Yeah, because we're getting all these artists here. We're getting money.
Oh, how I lost. Okay, hold up. There's a picture I'm just viewing right now. How I lost my virginity to a Thin Mint cookie with pictures.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Nothing has happened. Bruh, join us. Raise your hand if you want to be strapped to Tyrant's ass and be farted on. Yes. I would worship her. I like to live dangerously.
God damn, man, this is so funny. It's been a while
Dude,
since
this would
we've
be
done
amazing.
something like this.
This will be amazing if it works. If it works and I actually get into a nice little RP relationship with Tyran, dude, this is what GG meant by. This is what old man meant by fucking take. You just have to go for it. That is what he meant.
QB. Hypo. I'll upgrade my PSI. Well, time for me to die.
I'm happy that this is what he meant. He is a genius.
I guess that's why you call him GG, Genius Grandpa.
There's that, yes.
What
I
is
call
that thing?
I call him that because JoJo's, but like...
JoJo's.
Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Fucking Jotaro says GG instead of Great Grandpa. He just says GG.
Oh.
Shit, my webcam.
Also,
Can I fucking reload?
No!
what happened? What happened?
What the hell? This stupid win. Okay, now I can't go back in full screen.
I see. Alright, fucking...
Free.
I'm looking at my comment that I made on general chat. Seeing Hot Pocket Shogun and Mysterion comment to it is really cool. Like, Hot Pocket saying, I'm touched, and also Mysterion saying, thanks, Zap. Quite an odd text to be pinged for, but still a sweet comment. Hey, yo.
Windows freaking crashed?
No!
Okay, I want to use...
Okay, so, like...
I want to use this one, yeah?
Okay. You're still here. So, Windows crashing being like... It's not like a black screen for you,
No,
right?
no, it's like randomly what happened is Windows gave me a notification. low disk space, and it tabbed me out of Red Dead Redemption 2. And then that started lagging it out, and then it crashed Red Dead Redemption.
I see. That is sad days.
So you can tell why I'm a little bit pissed off.
We shall. Ah, dude. This is gonna be so fucking funny.
Yeah, even Surge wants to be farted on.
Yes, because I told him to. I told him to.
Almost Sapion?
Sapphire seems to be like a really close friend to Tyran. Seems
Yeah,
like
so
it.
she's mangled but black and green.
Yes. Exactly what she's into. Also, I fucked Foxy. I fucked Foxy, Jordan. Dude, you remember this, right? I fucked them. What's Tyran gonna think about that? I mean, I was basically worshipping Foxy, but like, yeah, I still fucked her.
God damn it.
She put me inside of her, so like, I mean, I fucked her, yeah. So what's Tyran gonna think of that?
I think Tyran is going to be very jealous.
She's gonna be jealous of me, and then probably want to take it out on me.
Exactly.
Which is a W in my case.
Jesus Christ, you're such a simp for her.
I would be, yes. Oh my god,
yes. He's gonna be so pissed off, man. She's gonna be so pissed off. Just watch.
He will be pissed off, and I want him to take his horny rage on me. Alright, love me. I want you to take your horny rage and everything about it on me. Come on, you want Foxy in you, right? I got Foxy in me. Or I was mainly in Foxy.
You got a Foxy
she let me out,
in me. You got a Foxy in me.
No, wait. I don't know how the rest of the song goes, but like the interaction between me and Tyran is probably gonna be like, you know, just thinking about it, IDK. I don't know. This is hopefully. Dude, I hope that this interaction is perfect.
I need a recycler like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
To live dangerously. I like to live dangerously. Did you know that I had sex with Foxy? Yeah. She put me inside of her. Obviously, it's sex. And I want Tyran to know this. Because I want Tyran to use all their horny rage on me. That's what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Blue cannon, I don't need.
Okay. Are you? Actually, never mind. Fucking.
Alright. I've ran out of food. 17 medkits, I'm still good.
So, I've heard some rumors about you, Zap. That your name...
What rumor?
That you're actually gay. This whole time.
Very. I mean, the only amount of sex I've had is with a dude, so, yeah.
I can't believe this. This is such new information we haven't heard of.
It's insane. I had sex with my best friend.
Wait, really?
Well, yeah, I told you that a long time ago.
I thought... I thought it was someone else. That's why I was shocked.
Off to the cut, psycho.
Okay, so now we have high honor that I totally got completely legit. Didn't change it just because I wanted to have an excuse to be menace on society. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not talking about, okay, and this is like a friend that I'm not talking about power outage because that's like my close straight friend. He does not want to have sex with me. Nah. I don't think he would ever want to. It's like if he's feeling really desperate and just wants to understand it, he would fuck me, but like nah. He wants a touch of a female. And he's gonna get it. Like Mans knows what he's out for. He feels confident. He just is confident. I feel like he'll touch grass and touch a girl. I hope for him. Now the homie I had sex with, he's been like my friend since elementary school. We've known each other, we've known each other's families for ages now. And it was just like me being horny and also just questioning it after playing Smash Brothers. And I was doing freaking, okay, if I lose this, I have to suck your dick. I would strip and everything. I was just getting horny because I was high. And then my buddy was like, alright, suck it. And I got that feeling, that insane ass feeling, and then I just started sucking. And it was like the best thing ever.
Oh my god.
Okay. There's a feeling that I get when I'm like insanely tensed up and also scared, but like I was like horny scared. For real though, I don't think I could ever say the stuff I said in that animation or to any fictional character. I would like fucking tense up and just be a little bitch.
I did not know that.
Yeah, fucking okay. The only reason I'm being this confident around Tyran is because like I haven't seen the full brunt of what they can do. Once I understand them, I'll start calling them mommy.
Oh hell, someone showed up.
Oops.
Come on, boys, never.
Accidentally ran them over. That's unfortunate.
Oh no, not ran him over with a horse or with a car.
With a horse.
With a horse. Oh no.
Oh no, I did a good thing here. These guys were bad.
Yeah.
Man, that bagel hit the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn, hold up. The original trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's dropped today? Oh damn.
Hey, move.
Okay.
I thought it already did drop.
Nah, it dropped June 14th
Why, you
of
dressed up like that?
2014. I'm gonna like it just because I want to show my appreciation.
This one might take the prize.
No, wait, please. You gotta help me.
GG. Hello.
Gunsmith.
Alright.
You made me dress up like this.
I'm here for a few minutes.
To the
Here for a few minutes, I say. Cool.
So what's going on?
I don't know.
Nothing much. Did you see the thing I posted in general?
Hey there.
No.
Come take a look.
You did not? Check it out.
Oh, like the thing that someone said, yes. For the new hire, yes, I saw.
You need to clean your weapon.
For the new hire?
I'm not having a good day today.
For you if you'd like.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry.
Like, I spent an entire hour talking to someone on call, and I was explaining to her over and over again that her last employer doesn't fucking matter, that the state wants her other employer. And instead of giving me what I said, she gives me the information from her previous employer. And then when I confront her about it, I was like, is this the information of the employer that they're asking for? She said, no, that's from the previous one. And I said, ma'am, you've invalidated the entire work. We have to start over. And she's like, well, I don't want to. I'm only applying for this. And I told her, that's not how it works. If the state tells you, hey, do this, you fucking do this. You don't get to pick and choose. And so I'm like telling her 5 different times, it's like, oh, I don't blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, that's great. You still have to give us the fucking information. And she's like, but why? It's like, because that's what the state says. I don't give a shit that this isn't the same person that you work for. This is the state telling you, give us the fucking information, you stupid bitch. I'm not having this conversation. So finally I said, okay, guess what? We're not doing your information. Good luck. And I just terminated the call. I was not wasting any more of my goddamn time on that bitch.
I see.
That is completely understandable. You did
I mean,
nothing wrong.
I see you there, and I understand that you were trying to help. And it's good that you at least tried.
An entire hour telling her ad nauseum, this is the information they're asking for. This is what they're requiring of you. This is not something we are requesting. This is something we are asking from the state level. You can fight me all you want. You can argue with me as much as as much as you would like till the cows come home. It won't change the fucking fact that this information is being requested from you by the state, and I can't stress enough how little of a shit I give if you get what you need or not. Because right now, you're wasting my time, you're wasting everybody else's time, and you're just giving us the same thing ad nauseum. I do not care that you have to pay off your car. I don't care that your house is getting foreclosed on. When you wasted my time, when you decided to, instead of take the opportunity and do what they asked of you and said, oh sure, this is fine, whatever, take it and go, you decided to instead waste my goddamn time because you know for a fact you're not getting what you need if you give us the information we want. So I don't care. You could be fucking homeless for all I care right now. Go fuck yourself.
She spit at a Johnny and he choked her to death right there. Sweet bitch, too dumb for her own good.
Huh. Dang, it takes a strong-ass will to say something like that to somebody.
Mm-hmm. I don't play games, and when you piss me off, I just do not care.
I see you. Geez, speaking of strong wills and stuff, I kind of want to talk about a dream I had a while ago. I don't think I could ever kill somebody.
Ugh.
A while ago, a long time ago, not really too long ago, but in a dream I was having, I was put in a position where I could kill this person immediately. I mean, it'd be pretty messy, but immediately. And I had an axe. I was put in that position, and I was about to swing down, but I couldn't. No matter what I could do, I could not. Even in a dream where nothing matters, it's all just a figment of my imagination, I still, for some reason, could not bring myself anything. I couldn't do anything. I don't think I would ever try to hurt a soul. Unless, like, very specific circumstances. But, like, yeah, those are like life and death, fight or flight type situations.
And don't have any jokes today. Yeah, it's alright. So...
Hello again, sir.
Wait, who's here still?
Me. And Gigi and Serge.
Okay. Hi again. No, I don't have jokes. No, it's okay. Okay. I don't know. I gotta frickin' check my phone for a sec. Yeah, I'm sorry you're dealing with that, Rev. So, excuse me. It's fucking annoying.
You're fine. It wasn't just that. It's just this entire day, I've been filled with the most like inundated with the most self-entitled pricks around, and it was irritating to have to sit there and explain to them in 5 different methods, in 5 different ways, like, you're not getting your shit, you won't get your shit, fuck off. You're wasting my time, you're wasting everyone's time, you're better off doing something else. And they don't want to hear that, because they think, oh, I paid my taxes, therefore I'm entitled to this. Like, no, bitch. Your employer paid into the service. You gave them the permission to take your fucking money and put it into a system that is designed to fuck you over. You deserve nothing but to get ridiculed for buying into the scam. Congratulations. Guess what you should have done? Had savings, make sure things were in a row, and if something goes south, oh, look at that. I don't have to run like a goddamn chicken without their head cut off because I lost my employment. I've got something to lay it back on, to pay my shit in order for me to get back to where I am and get a job. It's that simple. But yet you people don't want to do that. You guys don't plan for this shit. You don't plan for, oh, I might lose my lucrative job because reasons out of my control or because I'm an idiot. No. You think it's going to be like that from the word go, from the day you get hired, blah, 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 blah. And then when shit goes wrong, when you lose it, suddenly you're scrambling because your dumbass didn't think to plan ahead. And frankly, I don't care. I am paid by your stupidity. I am raking in thousands just because you idiots all decided to have no forethought. If anything, I should thank you for being stupid because your idiocy pays for my goddamn house, and I thank you.
Yeah.
Knowledgeable rant. Good old man.
No, I don't mind listening to someone vent about that stuff. It's bullshit that people treat you like that, but you're right. You get paid to deal with it, so at the end of the day, you're the one who wins.
Mm-hmm. It's what gets me the most is that they are under this retarded notion that somehow, by calling us, we can somehow magically go over the state and say, oh yes, Mr. Smith, I see the problem. Let me go ahead and give you money you're not entitled to. But fuck it. Let's throw the rules out and let you have what you want because you want to. Oh, what's that? You're being investigated for fraud? Oh, look at that. It's almost as if we have these things in place. So if something does happen, you don't get fucked up. It's almost as if these regulations aren't just here because we like to waste people's time. It's almost as if they're there to stop you from getting fucked. Huh, and the moment we get rid of it, look at that, the state wants their cut. Isn't that peculiar? Isn't that fucking quaint? Fucking pain in my ass. And oh god, I had like this one this super I had it with someone. I was not dealing with this woman's shit. And she was demanding that we just do everything, that I filed for this, and I did that, and blah, 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 blah. And then I'm sitting here like, telling her what needs to happen. I'm like, listen, this is what's going on, this is why you're not getting it. She's like, I didn't ask you for this. I didn't ask you for that. Blah 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 blah.
To a fella in need?
I want this. I want that. Blah 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 blah. And she's like, okay, I don't understand why we have to wait another week for me to get like what I need because blah 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 blah. Oh, why can't you just like do this? And then I treated her like an idiot and said, okay, ma'am. So if I go ahead and go over to the state, guess what happens? Not only do I get in trouble because I decided to not follow procedure and just gave a special exemption for you, you also get in trouble because what that's considered is fraud, ma'am. And she's like, shut up, stop talking. It's like, no. And I just kept going and said, you wanted to ask this, so I'm telling you why. Now, you can get angry with me all you want, you can scream at me, you can curse me out, that's fine. But the fact of the matter is, ma'am, that you didn't do what you had to. The state is saying you didn't do that, and now you're not getting anything. And the only options you have are to file an appeal and hope someone reaches out to you, or you can just leave it be, focus on getting a job, and that's it. And she was just like not having it. She was angry, she was pissed, and I just did not care. I was done with her shit, I was done with her bullshit. And in the middle of her rant, I just asked, is there anything else you would like to address or any other concerns that you would like to bring up before we terminate this call, ma'am? And she's trying to rope me into something else, and I just didn't have it. I said, thank you for calling this division, and I hope you have a good day. I ended it there, and I took it a step further. I have her information right the fuck here. And so what I'm going to do
I think I can guess
this
her name
weekend...
already.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
What I'm going to do this weekend is I'm going to sign her up for God knows what magazine publication / fucking political affiliation bullshit I can find and just leave it.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
Yeah, it's like, thank you for signing up for the Republican Party or the Democrat Party or fucking the White Nationalist Party, ma'am. Your contributions have been accepted. Fuck you. Again, I've said this before, I should say it again. Don't piss off someone who has access to your address, your social security, and your full fucking name. Because some asshole like me could decide, guess what? I'm going to ruin your life now and destroy you. Socially.
Mm-hmm.
So done with this shit. It's like, again, I'm not... What's it called? I'm not a fucking 7-Eleven worker. I'm not some little bastard that you can like treat like shit and expect things to go well for you. I'm a man who has power to fuck your life up for as long as I fucking want. And the best part of it all is, the state won't do a goddamn thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, do not fuck with people like that. In fact, you know what the ironic thing is? About like roughly 97 or so percent of like identity theft and shit, guess who commits it? It ain't some quote unquote what's it called? Asshole online. It's usually some pissed off state worker who's like, I'm gonna ruin your life now.
You can legally do that?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, welcome to the United States. If you fuck with people, you get fucked.
I mean, yeah, that's why being a good person is important.
Yeah, guess what? I don't care about being a good person if you're pissing me the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. Other than that, I do not care. It's like, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I have lived a long goddamn life. I have done what I've had to. I have made choices in my life. I have made decisions. Not all of them that are proud. Yet the good I've done, I'd like to think, outweighs the bad I've done. And I don't care if that's not the case. Again, I am so fucking done with people. It's like, fuck, like, I don't care if you lean this way, that way, or whatever the fuck you decide to lean. I don't care. You can all fucking jump into a goddamn active volcano for what I care. Like, oh, appease the sun god.
Hmm.
No, it wasn't. Sorry to burst your bubble, but it was not. It was just some other bitch. And you know what's incredibly ironic about this whole thing, which is hilarious? It's always the fucking, like, middle class / like, whatever the fuck you want, like, the people who's, like, you think would be the most simple. They're the ones who are the most, like, self-entitled assholes. Those people that are, like, in the ghettos and shit like that, no, they actually, like, understand what the fuck is going on and they let you be.
Because they understand. They understand that just being nice just gets you places. Also, sometimes other people's response to like losing a shit ton of stuff is like, you know, some people like go off the idea of when you lose everything, fear the man that loses everything because he's got nothing else to fight for or nothing else to live for. But like, there's that, but then there's like the opposite of that. Someone who wants to climb out of rock bottom and be like, alright, I'm just gonna devote myself to being nice.
Yeah. In principle, you would think that would be the case.
Yeah, so most people can become assholes. Most people can become assholes.
Like I said, I don't give a fuck. I just don't. I don't care about like, oh, here's my life story, please give me money. I don't care. I have lived my life with people who have been able to put themselves together with more shit going on than half of these clowns. These are the people I give a fuck about. Everyone else, no, fuck you. You get nothing, no sympathy, no nothing.
Damn, I feel like I'm one of those people that gets nothing from you.
That would be a smart assessment. It's like, that is a smart assessment, but yes.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so tired. It's like, this is why I play video games. This is why I load up shit and I unwind. I used to do it with hunting. I used to go after boars, but after certain incidences, I stopped doing that shit. It's just, again, when you see a hog like crush someone's leg with its teeth, you kind of get that sense of maybe this isn't for me anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong; it's fun and it's good to have the ball in the hand, but yeah, no. Yeah, sometimes it's just not worth it. But like I said, there's also this, like, whatever game comes out, I can just turn my brain off, enjoy it, and go like, my pent-up anger is gone, I can unwind, get the frustrations out, basically get to shoot things without actually having to kill people. It feels good again. To go back to a time where I could just relax and not have to worry about the moral consequences of the person I have to deal with.
Yeah, I completely feel that when I get angry, instead of giving into the intrusive thoughts of killing people around you, you can just do it in a game.
Exactly, gentlemen. We play video games to simulate how much we want to harm others.
GTA Online.
Yeah.
It's more realistic.
Like I said, it's just good. Yeah, and it's good to just, like I said, not have to deal with the moral quandaries of, here we are in a situation, here's this person who looks good. How much you want to bet I'm going to have to put a hole through his chest? And that's just a generalization of like, here's Here's the people we're meeting with. Here's the security team that this person has. There's a high possibility we're going to wind up shooting each other, so we might as well get ready and disassociate as much as humanly possible. Regret nothing. But yes. Plus, like I said, I'm looking forward to the new Frontiers of Pandora, solely because I get to go open season on this shit. Going full fucking Predator sicko mode. Yes. Let me see here. Speaking of which, I still need to get those models ported over. Specifically from Predator Hunting Grounds.
Are they good?
Oh, they're fucking amazing. Like, it's the most detailed Predator models I think we found, and we actually finally get canonical female Predators.
No, that's nice. Do they got
There's a
boobs?
few badasses. Yes, they have boobs. What do you take me for, a monster?
Oh, I did kidnap his wife, though.
Anyhow.
Let me see here. I know that they're... What's fun about the game is that each Predator is actually a character. It isn't just like, oh, here's the skin or whatever. It's actually... Excuse me. There's lore associated to it. There's some that are from the films, which is always nice to see them kind of make a comeback. And then there's others that's like, oh yeah, this is from like the larger Predator universe. For example, one of the aforementioned females is actually, or she was around during the Great Age of Exploration, and she's a pirate. There's also one that's referred to as the Amazonian/Savage Predator.
Hey boy.
She's peculiar. Let's leave it at that.
Peculiar.
In the sense that, unlike other Predators, she doesn't really use that much tech. It's more, what's the word? Bone and cloth sort of appearance. Let me put it in general chat. Or voice check. Whatever the fuck. Again, it makes me wonder what kind of stories you could have seen with these two, to be perfectly honest. Like, specifically with the pirate Pred, they say that she specifically hunted on the open seas. So I'm kind of guessing either A, she had a ship, like an actual proper pirate ship that she used, B, it was actually her spacecraft that just kind of floated around and was kind of hidden from sight, or C, she actually had a crew and they didn't give a fuck what she was. Here we go.
It's cool. Alright. And with that, I must go to bed.
Oh, good night.
My nose is getting stuffy, and I'm asleep, and then I'm gonna check on Tyrant's server in the morning and see if they responded.
Alright.
This will be fun if they did. This will be really fun.
Alright.
Alright, peace out, Jordan. Peace out, Serge.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. What's peculiar, I think, is that it's implied the Amazonian might have been from, or she's been around since the prehistoric era, given that the skull, I think, is from a saber.
Not looking for no kind of trouble here.
I think, given the violence.
It's very interesting to me.
Like I said, the designs are all kind of like interesting. Each Predator has like their own. So the game actually has a few body prefixes. So depending on how you want to play the game, each body prefix will actually give you a slight advantage in the game. For example, if you pick a standard body Predator, it would be kind of like average defense, attack, etc., etc. If you pick one of the slimmer Predator bodies, you're faster, you're able to like use your technology to reactivate more quickly, things of that nature, etc. If you're one of the heavier ones / Berserker Predators, then you're a lot more defensive, you've got like a higher HP pool, but you're a lot slower and you're more vulnerable to attacks, basically. Here we are. I'm just gonna put one of them here. Again, another female. You can actually see the general design here. And yeah, the game gives you a few weapons to pick from. And what's good is that if you have skins, you can mix and match certain aspects like the head, biomask, body texture, skin texture for the predator. Like, it gives you a lot of fucking customization to pick and choose how you want to represent yourself as a predator.
So, is there microtransactions?
I will check,
Okay.
because I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see here. There is also like human players that you can pick from as well, so it's kind of like, this is where it gets kind of peculiar. There is what's the word? So when you play as the predator, it's a third-person kind of mode, right? But if you play as the humans, it's more like Call of Duty first-person.
Oh, so like Primal Carnage.
Yes. You play as a squad of 4. So you have a squad of 4 players, and how it works is that you will all you're all brought into like this jungle setting, and basically what will happen is you have a few objectives to reach, which is eliminate the insurgents, capture data, reach extraction. While this is happening, the predator is hunting you down. This is the other players. And so it's a 4v1 game mode, basically. What can happen is that the predator can actually intercept your objectives and fuck you up, basically. Now, if the predator does this, you will actually have to try and fight it. So the predator is revealed, or if you actually kind of like counter it, or things like that. You good?
Oh, sorry, my throat really got screwed up.
Alright. Yeah, through your nose it helps.
Okay.
So if the predator gets in the way and kind of like does get caught or something like that, then you have to basically encounter it. This is where the game mode kind of takes an interesting turn, where the objective will be fight and defeat the predator. There are 3 basic conditions. 1, the predator can win by eliminating all players. If they kill all the players, then it's game over. However, if you manage to survive, you can actually call your teammates back in and get them revived, basically. So they'll be in a down state. If you get them back up, they're back on their feet. If you manage to get to communication after they've been killed, then they will respawn after like a few minutes or so. The predator has a very high health pool, but they're not like a tank, basically. If all of you work together, you can bring it down. So the predator is encouraged to play more stealthily and attack the players from a distance, kind of pick them off, or if they do feel ballsy, kind of strike very quickly and kind of bring them down. What will happen is that if you're able to beat the predator, one of 3 situations can occur. 1, if you beat the predator but give it enough time to activate the self-destruct mechanism, you have to either A, destroy the mechanism by shooting the predator multiple times and destroying the risk gauntlet, meaning that the body is left behind, which then enters the next win condition, which is last against hordes of human soldiers while extraction comes to extract the body and your team. If you're unable to stop the self-destruct...
Wait, what were you saying?
Sorry, where was I? If you can't stop the self-destruct, if your team can't actually beat them, then you have to run to extraction and outrun the blast. Again, if the blast happens and you're caught in it, and your team's caught in it, then it's a win for the predator, but if you escape, then it's considered a draw, / you win, but you survive kind of thing. If you manage to beat the predator, kill it, and survive the waves of enemies, it's considered a win. You get out with the predator's technology, and this can actually help you unlock hybrid weapons, like guns that have predator, targeting systems, miner's cloak abilities, things like that. So the game essentially encourages multiple different ways to win and everything like that. And yeah, so the game does have microtransactions, but it's specifically for just buying predator skins and things like that, basically. The game mostly encourages you to play the game. It actually is very good with like rewarding players for playing well. And again, because there's multiple win conditions, the amount of points you can receive to unlock stuff is pretty consistent. So if you have a good squad and a good team, you can actually unlock a lot of shit that you want to get without having to pay for it. Even if you aren't so good at playing the game, you can still unlock stuff and kind of gradually progress and get what you need. So the game's not like pay to win or anything like that, but it's more play well, cooperate well, and you will be rewarded. But if you wanted to like buy shit, you can, but you're not being like strong armed. It's not like, oh, season whatever dropped, and you need to buy these predators because then you'll unlock an ultimate win move and blah blah blah. It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Literally every predator is cosmetic.
Okay. I'd prefer. I hate that FOMO shop. I hate that so much, man. Like, it's just so annoying to deal with frickin' games that are like that. It's like, oh, everything's limited time. And honestly, I should mention a lot of like, I just hate the FOMO shit, man. I just hate it so much, and I'm glad that's not in that game.
Oh yeah. Again, the game is all about cooperating and working together. It kind of defeats the purpose if.
Hello?
I just got bullshitted again.
What's it called? I accidentally like signed myself out by mistake.
Yeah, I was so worried.
No, basically, here we go. So there is a sort of loot box to it as well, I should mention, but it isn't like some unlock new weapons or shit like that. It's literally just skins. And nothing of it is like, oh, this skin unlocks 20% more ammunition or some bullshit like that. It's literally just, hey, I want to be pimping, you know? And you basically unlock those for every mission you succeed, every kind of like objective you acquire. Basically, the game sets it off. What's it called? Here, I'll give you a good example of this. So, here's one of the what's it called? So here's how it works. So this is a example of the loot box system in the game. So as you can see, they're called field lockers, and you have the following information here. So you have the skins and the weapons that the skin's attached to. This is including like a desert shader, a pit viper skin, and a gold shader for one of your weapons. If you get a duplicate, then the amount of credits you get is basically given back to you by 50%. And as you can see at the top, you have levels. Levels help you unlock new weapons that you can get by playing the game and beating levels and things like that. So at certain levels, you'll basically get like new weapons and things like that, like old school Call of Duty progression, basically. But literally, it's all just fucking skins. So it's more how do I put it? It's basically just play the game and actually succeed. For weapon unlock specifically, let me pull this up because again, I'm not trying to like hype up the game and then trick you into buying it. Nothing of that nature. I'm just giving being as honest as possible. Here we are. So when it comes to weapon unlocks and things like that, a lot of the weapons will be point locked based on level. And of course, you can use your points to unlock them, but you will also gain points from each season you do. And as you level up, the more things will unlock for you, the more points that you can actually use to unlock. So it encourages you to play the game, be good at the game, and then get what you need. Okay. So again, just like old school Call of Duty.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I just had concerns because, like, I don't know, because as of late, GTA Online actually did something. They removed 190 cars from the game or something. And they said, oh, it's to streamline the experience, but they actually did it because they wanted to sell all those vehicles back as limited time stuff for GTA Plus members. And they're pretty much making a FOMO store because originally it was a catalog where you could buy all the cars. And they pretty much took out all launch day vehicles. It's like... Yeah. I hate... This is why I hate FOMO. I hate the fact, like... They took away all this shit.
I think I bought a few before. I still have my armored one.
I mean, yeah, sure, you can buy them now, but I'd rather just play single player like mods at this point because I can just spawn them in. It's just like like shit
And
like this.
face a ban.
Oh my fucking god! What?
And face a ban. Isn't
No,
that
I no
wrong?
I got protection against that. I'll be fine. But like it's just so infuriating when I see shit like this. It's like they always mask these greedy decisions as something else just so their shills can defend it as that reason.
Yep.
Just like
Oh,
what
I
would
should
happen
also
with free
mention-
for free, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I should mention this as well. Yes, it is possible for people to buy points as well with real money, but again,
Okay.
it's not that. It's not like, oh, you need to buy points because the amount is so little. It's like no. You get points at your own pace, and it's always a decent amount. Like there's no cap that says, oh, you're day 5. This is the cap. Blah 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 blah. It's more like if you want to buy it and like unlock shit with money, go nuts. That's on you. If you want to play the game and actually unlock it like the old style way, you absolutely can. You're not going to get penalized.
Even the GTA Online.
Yeah,
Banning accounts.
that's good. I'm sorry to go on a tangent about that. I have a big problem with the fear of missing out. That's why I get so mad about that. Like it affects
Again,
me
this is
especially.
one.
Gotta go for my deal.
Okay, see ya. What were you saying?
Christ, finally. No, I get the point of FOMO. The idea is that it's fictional. The idea is that you're supposed to go like, oh my god, if I don't buy this thing now, I'm gonna lose it forever. Because it's natural. People fear losing out on shit that will never come back, and that's what a lot of these companies pride on. That's what I love about Predator Hunting Grounds. It doesn't fucking do that to you. It's like, hey, here's all the shit we've got. You can unlock it whenever the fuck you want. Blah 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 blah. We do have DLCs that you can buy, but hey, again, that's your choice. It will still be in the shop if you want to do it. Like, it gives you choices, and that's what I love. It respects the player enough to say, hey, you can make it and actually get what you need by your own skills, or if you want to just skip it and buy it, you can. But we're not going to, like, pull your arm behind your back and say, buy it, you piece of shit. It's more like, hey, whatever you want to do. That's how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Just so, like I said, it's just one of those things, and like I said, I highly recommend getting it because it's a fun fucking game. Like, it's a few moments, you get your friends together, and you can actually like all together team up on one friend who's like being shady. It's like, okay, you will be the predator, and we're gonna hunt you down, you piece of shit, or anything like that. It's really good. The voice acting's good. The story is like decently told. It's just a lot of fun. Like, it's one of those, like, you remember Evolved, right? The game from Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
It's like that, only more interesting. And better done. But, yeah. And of course, this is what makes me, like, really angry, especially with, like, games like Destiny. Like, my god, I don't know if I mentioned this, but, like, in fact, let me pull up the Destiny numbers here. Because this shit needs to be mentioned. Alright? Prepare to be, like, angry and disappointed in the world. And not exclusively in that order. Let's see here. Oh, Phantoms of Liberty is almost going to come out. I need to get that. Because I do play Cyberpunk and I really do like that game. Hate me all you want, that's what I do. Let's see here. Where is it? No Man's Sky. I don't know if I'm ever going to get that game. It's like, it looks fun, but I'm like, I kind of don't have that much time to dedicate to a game like that anymore. Maybe when I was like 18 I could have. Here we go. Let's see. Destiny 2. Free, they say. Okay. So, Destiny 2, let me see. Here we are, the DLCs. So, the game has the following DLCs for you to purchase. For their free-to-play game, again, free-to-play, they go as follows. Shadowkeep, $24.99, so $25. Beyond Light, $30. The Bungie 30th anniversary, $25. And Lightfall, $100.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. And you know what the worst part about this shit is? All this shit they'll take away, like flat out. What Destiny 2 will do is they'll let you play the game for a while. They say like, oh, do the season, like, do the content, enjoy the content, and then like a month or years or whatever the fuck you want to call it, sometime later they're just going to remove it from your inventory. Say, oh, we're sunsetting this, we're sunsetting that. Sorry guys, you don't get to use your expensive cool shit.
Yeah. This
Guys.
is why I hate live service.
That is talking about game microtransaction and shit like that. That I think is the worst when it comes to FOMO, because essentially you are being punished completely. Like, not only is this FOMO in the sense of like, oh, buy the season pass and the content and everything because it's not going to be there forever. They're also taking the content away from you after you bought it.
Mm-hmm.
That is insulting. Well, there is a legal argument to make with that, basically saying it's like, yes, you paid for your content and yet it is being taken away from you. But they'll probably say like, oh, part of our UELD, whatever. So it's like, fuck you, we get to get away with it. And now the ironic thing is that the what's it called? The fan base are finally kind of realizing, fuck this shit, it's not right, because every person is basically like, they're seeing how egregious the monetization is going, and they're finally getting angry with it. But I don't have any sympathy for these assholes. You know why? Because we as in myself and others have been telling them for years, hey, if you don't put your foot down and say, no, Bungie, we're not going to accept this is shit, they're just going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it until eventually they'll have no fear of you as a community and say, fuck you, we get to do whatever the fuck we want. It's finally reached that point, and guess what? They're not listening to you guys because they know they can sucker in more people to do your shit. They've lost your they're not afraid of you anymore, they don't respect you anymore, and they don't give a shit anymore. And I have no...
What?
Sorry. Go on.
Thank you. I have no sympathy or compassion for these people because, again, they let themselves get their purses pinched. They said to Bungie, yes, please continue to take money out of my wallet. I will not press fucking charges. And then when you finally want to get something different, when you finally say, hey, this isn't right, guess what? Bungie will say, fuck you, you didn't have a problem with us before. We're going to keep doing it anyways. What you're going to do about it? This is why I constantly will bring things up like Warframe and say, yeah, they do FOMO too, but they actually respect their goddamn community enough to actually let them not like this is the insane shit, right? Warframe has about, let's see, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 open worlds in its game. Hours of content to do, things to do, weapons to get, things that have been around for almost 10 goddamn years, and not once has the development team said, we need to sunset this, we need to remove this content, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to do anything, fuck you, you guys don't get it. They basically said, hey guys, there's some stuff that we're going to be reworking, revamping, or changing in the future, but don't worry, it's going to come back. And guess what? They fucking do. Again, this is a company who's been doing this shit for almost 10 fucking years. What is Bungie's, a company that has experience in this shit, excuse?
Here's their excuse. We need to make more money.
Exactly, and nobody buys into it. It's like, fuck you. You can all fuck yourselves then, because now people are tired. That's why I have no respect for Bungie as anything. It's like the old Bungie is dead and gone. I don't care.
It's
Yeah.
one of the negatives of capitalism.
What? Well, I have to say, most of the people who developed the original Halo games, they're all gone. They all left after like Halo ODST. Actually, most of the people
really?
who, yeah, because a lot of the people like Reach barely like it had like half of the Bungie people, because I was talking to some of them on Twitter and they're like, oh, I don't remember much of it, because I was, because they were prototyping shit and I was asking what they were doing, but they said they didn't remember a lot of it. So
Yeah, and like I said, it's telling. It's fucking telling.
I just gonna say on a different note.
mhm.
I was thinking, I wonder what it would be like if we were living in the timeline where Bungie got the rights license from then 20th Century Fox to do a game based off the Alien series.
And they would have made something actually decent to do. But there's another thing that kind of irritates me as well about this whole fucking shit is that, what's the word?
Bungie?
Especially when it comes to like fucking, no. I mean, just like, yeah, Bungie itself. They're creating or trying to create Marathon, and I finally looked into this like situation. Like I finally got back from someone, right, who's explained like, hey, this is what's going to happen. Guess what it's going to be?
Extraction shooter that barely shows any of the
Yes.
art style.
No, it's worse. Gameplay wise, it's worse. The idea is that
Tarkov ripoff.
yes, and what it is that apparently, if this is to be understood, Bungie's going to put their FOMO practices into full fucking gear. There will be weapons and shit that will only be accessible for an extremely limited time, and because they can just keep doing it, because this thing doesn't have a story to it except for whatever like snippets Bungie's going to do, they don't give a shit. They're going to try and milk this fucking thing as much as possible.
It's just going to be Tarkov in space.
Yeah.
Well, it's even worse because they don't even use the proper art style. They just use this frickin' Zoomer slop Fortnite looking shit. It doesn't look like Marathon. It looks like every generic sci-fi with, like, it's just like the colors of the main like Android. Like they just don't mix well, man. It's like these people don't know how to use colors that complement each other. That's what pisses me off.
Because Bungie just wants to make their own Fortnite clone, but they don't want to put effort into it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. They want, like I said 100 times before, they have been consumed by the greed. Like they kept pushing the community. They kept like going, how far can we like push the line? How far can we like get the fans to like back down and do what we want before we get like pushback on it? Like, where's the line? And nobody said, hey, this isn't right. Nobody said this isn't correct. The only time they've gone back on something is sunsetting, and even then it still fucking exists, because now the sunsetting isn't as bad as it was before, but it's almost as bad as it is, and people aren't taking it.
All the execs are probably too busy snorting coke.
Yeah, and it's like I said, people aren't happy, and they don't give a shit, because I guarantee you, this last, like, what is it? The final shape, I think they're calling it. They think that will be it. They know that this will be the final. They're trying to make it. I've said before. I'll say again. They're trying to kill Destiny. Destiny was something that was out of their control. They let Activision Blizzard put their hand on it, and now it was forever tainted. And instead of trying to make a decent game, they made a profit machine. And now they want to kill it because this is something that they've been beholden to for years on end. And the goal now is just get rid of the fucking thing and focus on something that we can use that makes us happy. And that end result, that goal, is this fucking piece of shit game that they want to release, using the Marathon skin like some demonic entity. That's all they want. That's all they do. Whatever you want to call it. And that's what that's what they want. And again, they know they can get away with this because people won't push back on it. People didn't. And they want desperately to be able to build the revenue so they can be like the next big EA or whatever. And it's like, again, what's putting them at risk right now specifically is the fact that if people jump off the bandwagon too early, if there's like a mass exodus of people who will say, no, Bungie, we're done with you putting your fingers in our wallets, their plans are fucked. They are dependent, and I do mean dependent, with the goodwill of the community. As soon as that goodwill is gone, everything's over, and they know it.
Mm-hmm.
And they cannot fucking accept that. They cannot accept the idea that if shit goes south, if their plans are uprooted just because people are sick of their shit, that's it then. They're screwed. And they know it. And now it's in a precarious situation where they don't know what the fuck to do. They don't know if they want to continue down the path they want to do, or if they're finally reaching that point where it's like, shit, the fan base is going to turn on us any second. And again, I don't care for the fan base. I always feel bad for the communities who are like treated like shit. I always do. I want to help them. I want them to be like, you know, come to me and I will help you where I can. But this is a community who is constantly, and I do mean constantly, pissed on the olive branch of peace that I've offered, told me to go fuck myself, and I've said, okay, fuck it. When Destiny, like, when they turn on you, when they treat you like the cows you're willing to be, don't be surprised and don't come crying to me to help. And lo and behold, the cows have come home, the chickens have come to roost, the, what other expression is there?
You reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow. The Jewish bank is reclaiming its money. I don't know.
Well, I should say this. They did this with Marty too. Marty O'Donnell.
Yeah.
It's like they treat everyone like shit, and now it's too late. Frog in the boiling pot of water.
Yeah, nobody. Again, to use Eggman, nobody cares.
I was just gonna say on a different note. How are you? How are you, Jordan?
Fine.
Did you get some of the stuff I sent about my comm via text?
Yeah, I have yet to read it, but I will check it out.
I figured I'd just add on to my. I figured I'd just add on a little to my commission as well.
Thank you.
Very kind of you.
So what exactly are you? What are you asking for him exactly? Like, I'm curious.
Oh, I want to get an animation that involves my Splatoon self-insert, who's just basically me, but basically me, same old 27-year-old white guy, but inkling though. But I'm kind of femboyish, and I'm also hanging out with Knuckles, and we're both kind of thick, and we kind of start kind of being gay, but then Styx and Amy walk in on us, and it's like, hey, we know you guys like each other, but we know you also love us, so why don't you also like get to have some fun with us? And they do that, and then and then after that, and like kind of get to switch turns with them, like Knuckles gets to plow Styx, I get to plow Amy, and then we swap, and then then we get bored by them, and then I was thinking maybe Styx from like eating one of us is able to get powers to become a Futa, and I was thinking then
This seems a bit excessive, if you ask me.
I don't know, I kind of want to just try some new stuff as well.
I get it. It's like, it's, you know, this is your like idea and everything, and like I said, I get like wanting to go full ham on something that you're like really passionate about. I'm just saying it just seems like a lot to ask for one thing, you know, like maybe why not just divide it into two separate columns instead?
I mean, the main reason Big Assets comm has taken so long is because he asked me to do so much shit in it that it like overwhelmed me, so I ended up like taking forever to do it.
Do you want me to just maybe have it be my self-insert and Amy, I guess, if that's cool?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
There we go.
Because I spent like,
Again,
you know that animation with Zap? I spent 7 hours, well actually 8 hours on that.
Well, it came out really great though. You did a great job with that. I loved it.
Yeah, and that was literally just 2 people. Like that, like things take so much longer now that my skills have improved. That's the main problem.
Alright, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm really not trying. I wasn't just trying to add stress. I was just thinking back to like some of the earlier stuff I got from you. That's all though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
To force them.
It's not a bad, like I've said this before. It's like it's not like a bad idea to like ask for shit and everything, but it's also at the same time it's like you got to keep understand that like everyone has, I don't want to say like limits or like breaking points, but it's like we all need to sleep, we all need to drink, we all need to eat, we need to shit at some point. It's like, and especially for Jordan, that this is like you're asking like a lot from one person in one go.
You know what?
Like,
How about Jordan? How about maybe later on this year I get like 2 other separate comms, and maybe one of them could probably be like private, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Look like I can talk.
all right. Again, moderation. That's all I'm suggesting.
How about the storehouses? Man won't lift a hand.
I was just going to say, I think you'd really enjoy Rise of the Beasts. It's pretty good.
Oh god. Again, this lung cancer, it's killing me slowly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll check it out soon.
Yeah, that's my weekend plan.
I was also recommending it to Old Man also.
Also, what are your take on Earthspark? I'm curious.
I like it. It's a really new, interesting direction, and I definitely like how it has a focus on a huge theme of just family, basically, though. And like finding a family, kind of, though.
It's glad we got tarantulas. That's it. That's the only thing I care about. It's like, yes, my old friend. You look good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got tarantulas in it. I like the new characters that they're adding. I can't wait to see the toys of them come out, because they all look pretty cool in their unique style. I kind of like how they've got like the kind of a human villain, and there's kind of a bit of mystery and like intrigue to the lore we've been given, and I feel like they're going to build on that though. I also like how
they're trying to expand Transformer from just like the typical Autobots Decepticon. Like, there's something interesting for it. I did like it. I do like some of the quote-unquote Transformer kids. I think that's a proper term. I'm not sure. Like, that's always been something that's bothered me about Transformers and like the general, like, oh, they can reproduce and shit. It's like, what do you call like a Transformer that's not quite to the adult stage, but not quite to the kid stage?
Well, they're kind of more like kind of young adults. I think
exactly. What do you call it at that point? I know that before there's something, it's a protoform, but these they have forms.
I know in some cases they call really young ones sparklings sometimes, though.
Or hatchlings, depending on the continuity, I suppose.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. It's like, I like them, it's quaint. There's like a bit of, like you said, there's a focus on family, there's a bit of a dynamic. Out of the lot, I think I like the Owl Nightshade the most. I think he's an interesting young man, and that's all he is, a young man. I refuse to play these games with the goddamn robots.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. I do think they're a cool character. I like that they're an owl. Owls should get more love. Owl Transformers should get more love, just in general.
Well, the funny thing is that when Jordan and I discussed this, and let me also preface this, is like usually with Transformers, I don't give a shit about gender. They're fucking robots that can change and morph for however the fuck they want, and it's not really used for reproduction. So it's kind of like, whatever, you want to like alter yourself into this sort of shit, go nuts. I'm not going to judge you, but I don't care at the same time. That said, when we looked at Nightshade, I just went, no, that's a dude. It's like, I've confirmed the penis. I think that's what I said.
Yeah.
Or did I say something?
We solved the mystery.
I'll just say this: in my definition, they are a femboy, but they are non-binary, though.
We solved the mystery, though.
We found the. I'm sorry, I still need to make a comic of that. Just like characters fighting a monster. One of them like gets kicked. It's like, what did you discover? It's like, I solved the mystery. Hey, I found the penis. What? Like, just very confused. What does that have to do with stopping this thing?
I was also gonna say, I like how it's like, say, Transformers is in the universe is kind of an established thing, but it's instead of being famous for toys, it's comic books, which is kind of fun because I think shortly before the toys were released in the 80s, the comic book was the first thing to drop.
Yes, there was two continuities: the American comic and then the UK comic, and both of them had like completely different storylines going on, and they would like share information to try and like have a bit of a unified continuity, but it wasn't always the case. Like,
Yeah,
I think some depictions of Grimlock were always different from like between the UK and the American version. Some versions have him as like, playing off the king aspect, sort of stoic leader, whereas the UK would make him more like aggressive, hot.
Yeah. They also, although I do like how Simon Furman retconned that by saying it's like, oh, Grimlock would just put on this act sometimes, though.
Yeah, depending on how. Again, and it works well for whatever continuity world building you want to do.
Have you ever seen that? Have you seen that Generation 2 Yellow Grimlock they're coming out with?
No, but I do remember Generation 2 quite firmly, and I remember being horrified by it.
I remember that, what was I going to say? I do know that the comic books or the toys?
The comics specifically.
Yeah, everyone was trend chasing Image Comics.
Yeah, and it's like, Jesus fucking, like, I looked at it and I just kept wondering, like, why did we need this? Why do we need, like... sorry, is someone else trying to talk?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, why... why was this necessary? Why do they have realistic tongue, or, like, mechanical tongues and weird shit? It's like, this wasn't necessary, and I hate this. I hate this so much.
The most hated Transformers media, surprisingly, and most fans agree on this, is KISS players.
Yes.
But although I will say this, to give it credit, the writer behind it said he wanted to do the most batshit Transformers thing to get people's attention, and mission fucking accomplished. I'll give him that, though.
A gift.
Yeah.
A letter
And that's something else as well. Like,
also, it's considered canon in Japan.
I'll give this with Transformers, especially when it comes to like courses. When it comes to like, oh Christ, I'm trying to think of the right word here.
Stuck in the dark
Like, I'm always surprised with how often or how like frequently these character or the continuity just kind of shifts between trying to continue the G1 story, alternate reality kind of shit. It's like it's kind of weird, and always feels like we don't really get a progression of the story. We get like a retelling of certain events, and you get some continuities that you want to follow up on, but then you get others that you wish didn't continue but still do. Like, I know people still like, for example, Prime, and they like the fact that it continued, how it was, but then they don't like the sequel, which is like this like watered down kiddie abomination. You get people who like the War for Cybertron games that were really good, but then kind of like ended with a wet fart at the end of the second one, and that fucking obnoxious tie-in game for the third, for like Age of Extinction, I think it was. And let me think.
If you see Bo again,
I'll just say every Transformers series has its fans and detractors.
Yeah, but I think what it is just more that when it comes to Transformers, there's no set story moving. Like, I don't think anyone's been able to like set a story and then continue the process from G1 forward outside of Beast Wars.
Apparently in Japan, all the G1 stuff, Beast Wars, and also the 2001 robot version of Robots in Disguise are all connected.
Right. Among other things.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. They recently did this whole thing to tie up like every loose end in the Japanese Transformers G1 continuity, and it's fucking nuts.
No, I'm all for that. I love crazy shit.
Speaking of crazy shit, I'm not kidding. This is an example of the Decepticon Legion in from KISS players. This is real stuff that Takara Tomy fucking approved and signed off on.
But that's what I just mean. It's always been, it's just always been kind of an issue for us that, especially when it comes down to it, I just think like any attempt to kind of tell the story moving forward, it always winds up being, what's the word? It always winds up feeling like they have to do like there has to be a redoing of the first like Cybertron shit, and it's like it always feels like they try to skip over the '90s stuff and try to do a retelling that's slightly more serious, but at the same time it just keeps kind of flouncing and floundering. I think it's just because nobody can agree like this is the set series of events, or this is what we want to do, or this is the continuity we want to follow, and it's just kind of it's irritating because it's like I'm so tired of constantly having to redo or like reinvest myself in like the story from start to finish, seeing the characters undergo the same fucking arcs and stories, and me just saying there like, God fucking damn it, could we not have a branching story, please? Is it so fucking hard?
Yeah, I think another part has to do with these constant new continuities and new stories is, of course, I think a thing in a lot of companies is just keeping the brand fresh, though.
But they don't change the designs anymore. They just use these disgusting evergreen designs that are trying to mimic the G1 ones.
Well, yeah, that's kind of part of the thing, is that they kind of stick those, so that way there's something that can kind of... There's these kind of there's basically what I can almost say is new default designs, basically, though, to draw from.
Which is obnoxious. Like, I'll give this, like, again, I'm a fan of Gundam. My father introduced me to the series when I was young, because he watched it as a kid. Yeah, old man meets old man. And yet, with Gundam... Cool. Yeah, again, he was... I always joke and say, it's like, I'm second generation Zeon. He supports Zeon, I support Zeon. It's kind of an ironic thing. Anyway, point is, the thing about it is that with Gundam, it's been an ongoing story since the 70s, and only recently with the Witch of Mercury are we finally reaching a sort of bridge point. Because with Gundam, there's two kind of two things. There is what is called the Universal Century, which is considered the canon story of Gundam moving forward, and then there's like the alternate universe stuff, which is all the experimental alternate reality, alternate concept sort of thing. So this is where the more experimental one-shot-ish stories exist. So that's where you get like your Gundam Seeds, your Iron-Blooded Orphans, Build Fighters, G-Fighter, all this kind of like crazy shit. But the thing with Gundam Universal Century is that the timeline has jumped a lot when the series are made. So you'll have a story that's set in like the standard process that's been like 20 years after the events of the previous series, or like 10 years, things like that. But then you'll have another series where it will actually jump like 100 years into the future, and you got these completely different fucking designs, and you're like, how did this happen? And so what they do is they'll go back, and as of right now, they're trying to like play catch up with that one series that kind of jumped the gun 100 years or so. And now we're finally reaching that point in The Witch of Mercury, where we're seeing a lot of that early stuff from that like 100-year series kind of taking shape, like early concepts of like the energy shielding, the technology that would kind of become commonplace, some of the more like crazy designs from the time period too. It's very impressive. That said, I'm sorry to derail it this slightly. I do want to mention this. The villain for that series, I forget what it's called. I just know they had like this movie. Is a canonical cut. No, Iron Mask is a canonical cut. I'm not joking. He actually, his wife cucked him, and he is kind of like, yes, this is my life. And I just sat there like, I don't know how to feel about this. It's like, on one hand, that's funny for all the wrong reasons. On the other hand,
maybe it's a power cut.
I don't. That's a weird thing. It's like, it's like. Let me see if I can find it. it's fucking hilarious because it's like this guy, like he flat out goes with this plan of like I'm going to commit mass genocide and actually goes through with it. Yet at the same time, at the same time he's like, no, I'm just pathetic, and I'm sitting here is like, what is wrong with you? It's like I want to respect you, but I also want to hit and deck you in the fucking snots if I can get through that piece of shit mask.
Just one small thing. I posted a second picture in voice chat text. I'm just wondering if it's to scale.
I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Hold on. Before we do, kinda. A Gundam is about like they're bigger than a Transformer, depending on like what model we're talking about. There are smaller ones out there. There are larger ones. Like the Psycho Gundam is actually like could demolish a city if it wants.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. So this was not edited. This is not like haha meme funny image. This was from the actual movie. I am not joking.
Certain elements.
I actually know that the same group that made the movie The Last Starfighter wanted to do like kind of their own take on like, and this was like in 1986, I think. They wanted to do a live action Gundam movie loosely based off like Mobile Suit Gundam.
Kind of. I should mention this guy is so like bipolar as shit as well. Like one also mentioned this. Again, this is from the film. I did not edit this. Nobody else edited it. This is from the film. Full stop.
And the folks attacking us like the wolves, and I'm sure you feel right at home. Shall we go?
It's like, again, this is supposed to be his wife too. It's like, what are you doing, you crazy motherfucker? Again, I want to hurt you.
Yes, ma'am.
He almost looks like a Gundam himself.
Kind of the idea. The concept is that he's what is called a cyber new type. In Gundam, there's these things called new types. Basically, they're psychically like linked humans who can like feel other people's emotions, intents, and things like that. It makes them really dangerous pilots. Cyber new types are basically that concept, but using cybernetic technology. I should mention this is and I've always been in disagreement with this because in order to make a cyber new type, you basically have to take someone who has a general aptitude for psychic ability like a new type does, and then mentally torment them as you augment their brain. Essentially, like, how do I put it? Okay, we all know the Spartan program, right? And how that worked?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So take that, like that concept, and just apply it to even younger children who are emotionally traumatized by something in their life, like the death of their family, war, conflict like that. Put cybernetic crap in their brain, alter the chemicals in their mind so that way they will be more receptive to, feel the emotion of your enemy and kill them without any regards, and then set them loose onto the battlefield. A lot of them suffer from split personality, PTSD, suicidal tendencies, explosive bouts of rage, bipolar disorder, like the entire spectrum of the mental disorder problem. And yet they keep making them because they think cyber new types can deal with naturally grown new types, because nobody knows what causes a person to become a new type, when they become a new type, or how these abilities manifest. And it is such a pain in the ass. I should also mention, new types are dangerous as well. Like, there is, and I know this specifically from Zeta, there are two new types that fight each other. There is Camille, and there is, I forget his name, but he's like a pilot from Jupiter. And basically, they get into a fight, and Camille manages to literally pin him to his seat using the Gundam's cockpit to crush his body. And in retaliation, all that anger and spite and rage towards Camille, he unleashed into a psychic attack, essentially breaking Camille's brain and reverting him back to the mental state of a child before vegetizing. Again, new types are fucking dangerous, and I am all for genocide of the new type. I think we should completely wipe it out. It should not be a thing. I am all favor for that. I will personally lead that campaign.
I just want to say, Gundam related. I finally found it. I posted. It's an article, and it was how in 1983 Hollywood filmmakers wanted to do an adaptation of Gundam.
Sir, can you not see how idiotic?
And they also wanted to use like early CG, and there's some beautiful concept artwork of Zaku's attacking O'Neill 7 in it.
We gotta go before they think twice.
Okay. Yeah, the Zaku itself, which again I fucking adore. It's like the Zaku is by far. I keep saying this. It's like people keep going on and on. It's like, oh, it's shit. It's terrible. It's like, no, it's only shit because it's the Stormtrooper problem. Everyone fucking thinks they're useless because they always fight against the literal plot armor creatures. It's like, no, these things are decent in and of themselves.
I think an apt comparison to like Zaku's in the mobile suit and like the various like Federation mobile suits is that it's kind of like, say for example, like Soviet fighter jets that are starting to show their age but are still capable, like kind of going up against like current American fighter jets. Basically, that's kind of how I see like the analog to them. Though, like they're definitely built to kind of be like function function over form, and they use like more like kind of lower end but like much more like production friendly like design techniques, and like instead of mostly like carrying beam weapons they use firearms though.
There's accurate. Oh, hold on, let me see it. Let me check something.
Yeah. Are you checking out the article I sent you?
No, I'm just reading something here. Let me see here. Hold on, checking.
Also, are you familiar with Turned A Gundam?
Yes, I know. Sorry, getting back to the point. You're kind of right with the analog or analogy here. The thing is that Zaku's were designed to be kind of disposable mobile suits, kind of the generic grunts of the army. But the problem is that, again, and I keep harping on this, Leon and Lead wanted to keep playing around with experimental mobile suits to the point that we didn't have standardized parts for a lot of Zakus, resulting in many of them being scrapped and repurposed or rebuilt, etc., etc. That's why you get multiple different iterations of the same model with slightly different names or design aspects. Mostly because we're dealing with repurposed and rebuilt parts or aspects. We didn't get repurposed universal components for everything until the United Maintenance Plan, and that was already at the end of the 1 Year War. Again, by this point, the old, I want to say, start of the war, Zaku 1s were starting to see redeployment despite being so technologically outpaced by everything else. And it also results in things like the Gelgu being deployed, which on paper is far stronger than Zaku, but was being put into the hands of non-aces, Greenhorns, Grunts, anyone who could get their hands on one. Again, it just keeps going. The Zaku evolution has also taken a considerable turn for years. Again, I've said this 100 times. The Zaku is a perfectly fine and serviceable mobile suit if you know how to use it and you keep that thing up to date. I've seen...
Sorry, go on.
Go on. No, go on.
I was just gonna say, it's just kind of more so mentioning kind of about like that comparison I was making earlier, was that I think especially for the time period when Gundam came out, it's kind of like the MiG-21 versus the like F-15 basically, if you're from a fighter aircraft.
Exactly, and that's why I keep getting onto this point, and that the Zakus have, like, I'm trying to find like the oldest one we have. The last absolute Zaku as of recently, I want to say, is the Zaku 3, and that was basically taking everything about the original Zaku and updating it. Better armor, better mobility, actually giving it integrated weapon systems, the ability to keep fighting, beam integration, everything imaginable to these things. Again, it's why I'll see something like a proper Gundam and despise it, and while I'll always default to a Zaku and use it whenever possible. Because I know the capabilities of a Zaku, I know how to best utilize this fucking thing, and I'll use it to its best abilities. Though, again, my preference will always be the Goof.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm actually thinking about getting into, like, since I have that 1/144 scale RX 78 there, I might get over to collecting various like classic era 1/144 stuff. Although I also have some childhood nostalgia for G Fighter Gundam.
Yes, I think everyone does.
It basically was
Let's face it,
Street Fighter.
that show was wonderfully racist.
It basically was Street Fighter, but with Gundam.
Yes, and it was racist, but fun. Again,
Also,
never forget Neo Mexico.
Yes. I've actually heard like Mexican Gundam fans actually do think Neo Mexico Gundam's pretty cool.
Yeah, because it's basically the embodiment of their entire culture in like a fun way. And again, like I said, I deeply appreciate the space colony Neo Mexico. I think it is a beautiful concept that is both impressive and space worthy. And anyone who thinks I'm being a bigot can go fuck themselves.
I also liked how Neo America's Gundam was drew both Gundam Gundam Maxter. I like how it drew designs from both a professional boxer and a football player.
Yeah, it's like, again, they captured America to a T, and I'm personally for that. It's like, again, this show was like, everyone got a turn on the rack and got represented in like various ways, and like everyone got their turn. It's like, hey, my country represented like this. That's kind of cool. Instead of it going like, oh, fuck you guys.
I do know another big inspiration that for Sunrise to make G Fighter Gundam was they were also inspired by their similar project, the Brave series.
Yeah, and again, I'm all for this fucking series. I saw it as a kid, I deeply enjoyed it and said, yes, I need more of this. And of course, my father was for it, my mother just looked at me like my son is a raging racist, so I was like, fuck you.
I was just gonna say, do you see that picture somebody did of basically an ARC-78, and I think that's a Gunhawk. I'm sorry, I still need to watch the series. I'm not familiar with all, I'm more familiar with the mobile suits than the vehicles, but somebody did them in
You're not alone. The problem is that not every mobile suit has a name. It's always like some classification, then name. It's like, god damn it, just give us the name.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say, somebody did it in the colors of the original Clover toys, Gundam toys, before Bandai came in and started making model kits.
Yes.
I do like that design and how. I mean, I know it's kind of unofficial, but I like how just 70s it is, though.
Mm-hmm. For the record, I will be recreating Neo Mexico in my own projects.
Has there ever been an official figure of Neo Mexico?
No, it's again, as far as I understood, G Fighters model, the toy line was just the fighters themselves, nothing else. It's like it wasn't even model kits; it was just like action figures and shit for the time. It's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I guess doing the main supporting cast and villains is probably gonna earn you a little more profits. But I do remember at the same time when I was growing up in the early 2000s, Toonami, not only were they doing reruns of the first, I think one of the more earlier US dubs, or one of the late second or third dubs of Mobile Suit Gundam, but also G Fighter Gundam. And Bandai of America at the time did this thing where they did a special line of both G Fighter and Mobile Suit Gundams, but they had this really cool battle damage looks to them though.
Okay. And unfortunately, I do need to get going. I do need to get going for the time, so I'll see you all tomorrow. All right?
See ya.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, but Frank, it's okay.
You believed him?
No reason not to. If he's right, it'll be a big
How are you doing, Jordan?
We saw 3 of them, maybe more, but
Oh,
I reckon you
fine.
and me, we could take them real
Apart
easy.
from family issues, but
What the hell?
and my girlfriend.
Go check it out.
Them sons
Well,
of
I'm
bitches
here
think
for
they're
you,
mean.
and I just want to say I'm
They're
completely
about to
cool
get
with my
less than a
animation just being Amy and myself insert.
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah, I appreciate it. When you were describing it, I was just getting so confused. I was unsure what you were
No.
talking about. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I realize I'm sorry. I wasn't really kind of taking you into an account, though. I'm sorry. I realized that I'd just be piling on a bunch of stress. I just figured I'll go with something simple, but I can still enjoy it. And it doesn't have to be like me wanting all these various kinks and fetishes and sex scenes and multiple characters to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe later in the summer or something like that. I can probably do like another gay thing from me if I really want.
Yeah.
But I might have that. But I'm thinking maybe to help you, that can probably be private or something maybe.
That'd be fine. I prefer to release it, but yeah.
Or I could release it myself if you want. And it can.
I don't know. I need the views if I'm to give more people on Subscribestar.
Okay. Like I said, I'm not saying you have to do gay stuff and know it well about, but I will say this: when you do it, you still do a great job.
All right.
Yeah, I really mean that. Every one of your works is really great, amazing, and I really love that Fredbear's cutscene you did.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
The music really helped add to it also.
Yeah, thank you for showing me that. I really appreciate it when people talk about this stuff, because I often don't have people coming to me telling me that.
Yeah, well, I'm just doing kind of common courtesy, basically. But, I was just thinking, hold on, I just want to try and, like, find an example for kind of Amy kind of in this, basically, just kind of for how she'll be, because I know you already have that big model.
Yeah, I have it. I can find it in the old session.
Well, the thing is, it'll be like that, but she's like 12 feet tall, while my character is like only like 6 feet tall, basically.
Okay.
Now that was bloody chaos. Did you get split off with Matt? No, didn't see him. I lost your boys at some point when he was getting out of town. They caught up with Mac a couple of days after. Davey was finished by the time we got up the mountains. Jenny didn't even make it that far. Those bounty hunters strung me up, beat me, pulled teeth, burned me feet. I didn't breathe a word about nothing, I swear. Good. And it's time folks stop giving Dutch a hard time about all that Blackwater business, if you ask me. The man's not a fortune teller. You can plan, you can use your head, but you never really know what you're walking into. Yep. Folks always want to blame someone when things go wrong.
Besides, Amy is one of my favorite Sonic wifes.
Not too much for her. Better be worth it.
Yeah, she's everyone's favorite.
We're nearly there.
I was gonna say Rouge. I like Rouge too. In fact, I was at one point thinking of having the animation be me and Rouge, but I think I'll just stick with Amy.
All right. Oh, by the way, if I'm not talking, it's because I'm just streaming right now, so I'm just trying to listen to the game dialogue. And if I randomly talk to someone in the chat, that's why. It's not me trying to... Don't worry, I'm not insane. Can't wait for the finale. Yeah, Frank, it'll be... can't wait for the... It will be good, trust me.
I was just gonna say, though, if I can just pull it up. Just an example for my friend. So, like, I want Amy to, like, I was thinking before, like, you, like, make Amy big, I was wondering maybe, like, you can, like, at one point send me, not right now, but just screenshots and, like, just kind of scale, like, the various body parts to, like, the right sizes until I think it's cool, good, big enough, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, cool.
I haven't started work on it yet, because I just wanted to frickin' chill out after I spent 8 hours yesterday.
No, that is completely understandable. And like I said, I don't mind waiting as long as I don't mind having to wait for this though. You're only human. You're not an art machine. I'm not trying to force you to be a complete art machine. And I want you to enjoy working on this also.
All right.
Which was kind of why at one point when I was going to have it be more convoluted, which is why I figured it's like I figured putting sticks in would kind of help you enjoy it. But I'm fine with it just being 2 characters.
Yeah, 2 characters for now. I just gotta get stuff freed up because I'm just stressed out right now. I have a lot to do.
About 5 seconds to get the hell off my property, boy.
Yeah, so, but anyway, just for work on the commission, I don't mind waiting a few days. Heck, I don't even mind waiting weeks for you until you start working on it. Because like I said, please take as much time as you need. Just, if you do stream it being worked on, just DM me when you're gonna start. So, cool. I was just wondering if you want later on, I can just future story and lore ideas. I'm always happy to pitch those to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I was just thinking, if you had to make a threat that's like even bigger than like say Ken Penders for like a future series, what would your bigger threat be?
Alright, you go grab the money.
Like, who would be your Unicron, so to speak?
Well, that's kind of the point of it.
You know what? Just get the hell out of here.
So I was just thinking, wait, will Ken Penders get a giant body in Armageddon?
No, he just turns into Phantom Ken Penders and fights Super Sticks.
Because I just remember earlier on having this idea of Super Sticks, like somehow Ken gets a giant, like Unicron-sized body, but like Sticks defeats him though.
Why don't you see what else you can find, Sean?
But you got one time with that idea of like Sticks and Tails being able to like fuse together.
You did good.
Yeah.
Let's see what the pay is first.
I think maybe in a future thing, it's big. Maybe it's like Sticks and Tails go super, and they fight the bad guy. They fight the bad guy together, but they start losing. But then they decide to like fuse together. But there's like a 1 in a million chance it'll work. But their love for each other.
Here's the problem, though. I kind of already planned this all out, so I can't really like. I can't really change anything right now.
Oh, I know, but I mean, like, if you decide to do a sequel to this trilogy, basically.
Yeah. Ken Penders dies. I'll consider it for the comic.
Well, I mean, you could always have...
10, 27, 20, 30 until the party. Yeah, Frank. Yeah.
This is more like it.
But we're all more excited for Sonic Armageddon.
Oh, Michael, I found a place, didn't I?
Alright, here. But don't forget to give the camp its share. Supplies don't appear by magic, you know.
Alright, don't need to lecture again. I'll see you back at camp.
Never know what folks got stashed. There's gotta be other places out there like this.
Oh my god, I just had a really dumb idea. So, you know how, Kim Penders did this thing where it's like in order to introduce Eggman in the Archie Sonic comics, he had an alternate version of Robotnik from a different reality who had roboticized himself, and he was known as Robo-Robotnik. But then, like, Robo-Robotnik comes to Prime Sonic's Mobius and tries to take the place of Robotnik by disguising himself. But he gets exposed. But his body gets destroyed, but then his personality he's uploaded into a artificial android body that's just basically just the Eggman design. And I'm not kidding. That's how Eggman was brought into the Archie Sonic comics while still keeping the continuity that he had with Sonic, basically. And I was just thinking one thing you could do is, in a future thing, you can have it be like Cyber Ken Penders, like from like who's basically an eviler Ken Penders from another dimension who comes to the Armageddon dimension or something like that. Though.
Well, I guess that could be a good way to revive him if I need him revived.
Yeah,
because he gets like blasted by a Kamehameha by Styx.
Yeah, you could have it be that he came from a dimension where he won, but once he found out like he lost in this dimension, he's so angry that he's like, "No, I'm gonna come over here and set things right because I'm the god." And then I was thinking, Styx and Tails go super, and I was thinking like maybe I don't know, I'm picturing maybe Penders in like imagine like. I'm imagining he'd be in like a evil, like imagine like Metal Knuckles, but it's like black though, because he's a fucking bigger Knuckles simp than I am. But I'm thinking at one point maybe he like decides to have his like a giant version of his body, but like I'm talking like Unicron sized, but and I'm thinking Styx and Tails go super but they also get the power to like grow like giant, and so they have a huge battle out in space, and he almost defeats them. But they merge, they fuse together to become, I don't know, just Fusion Styx Tails, and I'm thinking they destroy his body, but they rip out like essentially this like. Like maybe the Phantom Ruby is essentially his heart and soul, and so they rip out the Phantom Ruby from this giant Cyber Knuckles Ken Penders, and they Styx, I guess. Well, since she's like part of the main control of this combination between herself and Tails, basically fucking eats his soul and then shits it out into a black hole, basically. So what do you think?
That would be a cool idea to have the Knuckles black.
But I was just thinking, like, just imagine Shard the Metal Sonic, but a black robotic Knuckles. I was also thinking, also he would have Megatron's fusion cannon. I was also thinking he'd have a completely different new voice, because it would kind of be, like, I think I heard describe this, like, imagine if, like, Transformers the movie was like Megatron dies, but instead Galvatron comes in from a different dimension to take Megatron's place, essentially, though. And Optimus didn't die, he just got upgraded, basically. Like, you get what I'm picturing, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I'll have to show it to you. Some fans, they're taking clips of, like, you know, there was, like, some Japanese Transformers anime, which is actually, like, continues the G1 story, right?
There is?
Yeah, there's the Headmasters anime,
that
Master Force. Yeah, so there's Headmasters, Master Force, and Victory, and Zone, although Zone is just kind of like a little, Zone was basically one of those direct-to-video movies, though, and it was meant to be a pilot for a third series, but no one was interested. But there's these guys, and they're taking clips from the American G1 episodes and the Japanese episodes, and they're perfectly edited together to make it seem like, what if there was a fourth season? Like, how would the rest of the fourth season of Transformers G1 go? Because it picks up after the events of the Rebirth miniseries. And
question.
Yeah, it's interesting. They bring about some things. So basically, Optimus, since the threat has become so big with the evil Nebulons now having paired up with the Decepticons, Hot Rod actually takes back the Matrix and becomes Rodimus again, and Alphatron tells Optimus that you'll still be alive, and it just is that by having two leaders, you'll be even stronger, and like Rodimus will grow even more as a person, but you will still be an inspiration to others. And just recently, they did a three-parter in which Galvatron and Scorponok / Zarek get involved in a Decepticon civil war. And they do this as a way to introduce the Pretenders, who Galvatron creates to destroy Zarek's forces.
You got a good head on your shoulders.
I do?
And that's half the battle in this line of work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you send a link to it?
Yeah, sure.
You awake?
What, Arthur?
Sorry. It's too tempting.
I'm going back to sleep.
Next time we run an errand together, remind me.
Yeah, it's by a YouTube channel called Fantastic
Come on, Arthur.
Films.
Don't pretend that wasn't kind of fun.
Hey, Arthur.
What's going on?
Right.
Jose and John are looking for you. They went out to the moonshine stash, said you knew where that was. They was planning a visit to the Braithwaite place, but John needs to do something for Dutch now, so Hosea wants you to join
I
him.
DM'd it to you.
Alright, I'll check it out when
Seems
I
to be a
can.
lot going on.
That's the
If
date
you want, I
for
can
the
also.
Okay.
Hold on.
If you want, I can also. Sorry.
Frank Nagel. That's the date for. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I can also send you some of the Rebirth also if you're interested for some kind of context behind some of the stuff in it, though.
All right. Sure.
Yeah, the Rebirth basically it takes place after the events of Optimus returning in Generation 1, basically. And it also introduces like all the new it also introduces the new Target Masters, Headmasters, and Fortress Maximus and Scorponok.
Does
It also introduces the Nebulons, and yeah, RC actually becomes a headmaster in this.
Yeah, because like, frickin' the annoying kid becomes disabled.
Yeah, which I do think is an interesting storytelling. I do think that's an interesting like way to kind of to take the story. But I almost feel like it would have been like much more fitting if instead. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the idea of RC being a headmaster, but I just feel like it would have been more fitting to pair Daniel with Hot Rod.
Well, he's a wanderer.
Because you know how, like, Daniel and Hot Rod were best friends in Transformers the movie and most of G1.
His name is Kane.
That is true.
Hey, King. Whoa. What does King do?
I was also saying, you might like the female character in Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
Arthur, a dog. A dog.
This interesting idea for how Transformers could reproduce if I ever were to do a series. And so there's that thing where people IRL they can like have like their like a child fertilized in a test tube, right?
Okay, I'll catch you later then.
I was thinking it would be like that, but it'd be like two Cybertronians. But basically, it'd basically be like instead of like sperm and egg, it would be more like each because it's like how technically like chromosomes and all that are made by matching DNA strands, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be more like parts of like two of their energon would be tested to see if they were compatible, and then if they were, then that would be like put through this process, or then it would be put into like a like imagine a forge, and then that would essentially birth a new transformer. And for this series, this is how I picture like characters like Hot Rod and like RC would come in, because I wanted this idea of Hot Rod and RC actually being the children of Optimus Prime and Elita 1. Because RC is remote. Because like RC is like romantically attached to Springer, and like she and Hot Rod kind of almost like they kind of act as though as if they're brother and sister sometimes. This would be for like a completely new like alternate universe stuff though.
Yeah, probably the only way it could fit.
Yeah, also, you know what's the biggest deviation I'm gonna throw into this universe? Is like just the biggest change, just to kind of shake things up a bit. Primus will be female.
Of course.
I was thinking that'd just be a really interesting thing, though.
Is it because she becomes the Dami mommy?
Maybe, but I think it would also kind of have to deal, like, kind of with just kind of some themes of creation, like her being female, thus, like, her kind of being, like, the mother of, like, the Autobots, kind of, so to speak, in that way.
Back to where it came from.
Why?
I ain't got a market for it.
Also, I was thinking, so you know how in most lore it's usually, Unicron got Megatronus to betray the other primes, right?
I get
you.
You and Dutch was just doing your
I was thinking, maybe,
Now I'm doing mine.
I was thinking maybe, like, some other primes would, like, this series would also focus on, like, the creation of, like, the 13 primes and stuff like that. And I was maybe thinking, actually, you know, are you familiar with Quintus Prime?
No.
He's one of the 13 primes, but, I might have him and, like, 2 other primes also, like Megatronus is able to, like, kind of, like, tempt them, like he's able to successfully tempt them to come over to the like, become evil, basically. But, like, I don't know, it's just an idea I have, so, or maybe it would just be, Megatronus betrays the 13 primes after Unicron tempts him by, like, using, like, it's like, oh, I know you're created as, like, a destroyer, join me, I love destruction, kind of. And I was just thinking, he gives, at one point, like, it's like, kind of like in the Bible, he and Megatronus try and destroy the 13 primes of Primus, but I'm thinking, like, Unicron basically gives Megatronus his own army and, like, 12 other generals who kind of are to, like, match kind of the other, like, 12 primes, like, in battle, basically.
Mrs. Catherine Braithwaite. May I speak with her? I want to discuss a business.
I was also going to say, you sure with the Decepticon Tarn?
Yeah, he's very, very scary.
She's at the house.
I was saying, doesn't Tarn almost look like how a G1 version of the Fallen would look?
We'll be watching you.
He looks like the Decepticon logo.
Well, because in a lot of Transformers media, they say the logo of the Decepticon logo is based off the face of the Fallen.
I've always wanted to see a Decepticon with a Decepticon face.
Well, here's another thing. Soundwave was the inspiration for the Decepticon face, and Prowl was the inspiration for the Autobot face.
You was in the market for it.
For what?
Some liquor.
I ain't in the market for what's already mine.
It's some, like, old school Transformers knowledge.
Possessing it, and I checked all over. For the life of me, I couldn't see your name on it.
Yeah, but you can see that now, because you just, like, it's like, oh, yes, the Soundwave's face does look like the Decepticon logo.
$1 a bottle?
Give us 50 cents.
It's already ours.
Well, look on it as a reward for finding the property. Alternative is we go sell it someplace else.
The alternative is you get.
You know, there actually was, before Revenge of the Fallen actually came out, there actually was a toy of the Fallen / Megatronus. He turns into a tank. Do you want to see it?
Business with you. And listen, we didn't take it, at least not without orders.
Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly who gave you your orders. Old Sheriff Gray. You know,
I just want to say that
I don't want it.
the back of him, it's supposed to look like part of him is, like, on fire, but it just looks like he's got fire painted onto his tank treads when he's transformed.
Mr. Gray, and give the stuff out for free. Mama, just now. I believe they call that a promotional expense.
Apologies if I'm so
You boys come back
confused.
sometime and
There's
tell
a
me how you
cutscene
made
playing.
out. Maybe we'll
Oh,
play
what are you playing?
cribbage.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Alright.
Ah, Jack Black's favorite game.
He said that?
Yeah, in his latest song, Video Games. He talks about how Red Dead Redemption is an amazing story with, like, deep themes and how it's like a classic just classic fiction, and he's saying it's like, but then he says it's not a video game. It's too perfect to be a video game.
Apparently, Cornwall's been pumping a lot of cash into the Pinkertons. Wants to keep their full effort on going
What an
after
interesting
gangs.
idea. What if there was a Grand Theft Auto game set in the 20s, and it kind of like, I'm thinking like, what if one of Arthur Morgan's kids makes now older makes a cameo in that though?
This could get ugly.
He doesn't have a kid though. I don't
Thing going on in town with.
But I was just thinking, it's like,
That's it.
it'd just be kind of cool to see Grand Theft Auto games in different time periods.
I'd like a game about Vice City in the 80s. I know we already have Vice City, but a modern game that's like... Yeah, I don't know. I'm disappointed GTA 6 doesn't take place in the 80s. It takes place in modern time.
I'd also like to see. I know Liberty City's based off New York. Vice City's based off
Miami.
Yeah, and San Andreas is based off Los Angeles, and then there's then there's also I can't remember. There's
San Fierro,
Yeah.
Las Venturas,
and
Liberty City.
Yeah, San Fierro is based off San Francisco.
Yeah.
Especially because it's got a huge population, especially because it has a large part of gay subculture there.
Ah. I think they actually ported those maps. There's mods to port them into GTA 5, so maybe if you really want, you can live out your gay fantasy with mods.
I was saying it would be interesting to see a GTA game take place in maybe current San Fierro. It'd just be kind of interesting though, because it'd be it'd just be kind of cool to see like a little stand-in for it. Because I grew up in San Francisco actually, and it does have its own criminal organizations. There's some Chinese gangs, just like in GTA. There's Chinese gangs based in San Francisco's Chinatown. There's also some of the more poor income groups of gangs. There's also there's stuff like that. San Francisco, it's San Fierro could easily work as a good location for a future GTA game, and of course they could make fun of the tech companies and stuff, and the cities, and they could make fun of the city also. It's like how GTA 5 also makes fun of Los Angeles.
One for each of you. We're in the new trade of advertising, which is an American art form
like that.
ensuring people buy the correct things.
Yeah.
I don't know. $1 more.
I was thinking, how would you feel if in the future I got an animation involving maybe a character of mine getting to fuck Star Zeno?
I do have Star and Zeno in my GTA stuff, so. But they look different because I can't give Xeno her primal shit, and Star can't have full leg in this.
Oh, I know, but I just mean in Source Filmmaker.
Oh, no, I have made them.
Yeah, would it be okay if in the future I got a commission of Messi getting to fuck Xeno or Star and then getting bored by them?
Yeah.
Cool.
Are entirely free.
I was just gonna say, were you able to give Xeno and Star big asses in GTA?
Yeah, I did.
Don't get him mad, though.
Oh.
His mama made him mad, and we buried her. Poor thing. Now, come up to the bar, everybody. Come on, fellas. It's your lucky day. A gift.
Raised bottle.
What if you did a thing where it was imagine that Sonic the Fighters video, but with Xeno versus Star.
I think that could work.
Who do you think would win which of them do you think would win in this fight?
Star, because Xeno is just, So Star would probably maybe dominate Xeno, and then probably fart on her, and then AV, probably. Sure. Because she's a
Or you could also do a thing where it's a fight between a Sonic the Fighters fight between your self-insert in Star, and she kind of like dominates you, like makes you smell her feet and her ass, and then she fucks you, and then she AVs you or lures you either way.
Just keep 'em coming.
Drink up, drink! Lemoyne Raiders. Good evening, gentlemen. Quiet libation. You, me.
I was thinking, what if you were able to port the Sourceform Milker models of Star and Xeno into Grand Theft Auto?
That's our goddamn lick.
An honest mistake.
Boys, get him.
I want both those sons of bitches.
Fuck. Wait, what?
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, how would you feel if you were able to port the Source Filmmaker models of Star and Xeno into Grand Theft Auto?
I'd be happy if I could port them into anything.
I think I could probably help you find some people to do that.
Could you please? I'd appreciate that. I really want to see them shine.
Yeah, I think I might ask Tectonic because he knows people who make 3D models, and then somebody might be able to like port them to Blender, and then like find a way to port that into GTA, basically.
Yeah, that would work.
I just want to say, I really love the Foxy animation to it. It was super fucking hot.
It was?
Yeah, yeah. Can I confess something? I busted a nut to it.
Thank you. I'm glad you did.
It was really good.
I was worried I'd do a bad job on it.
No, dude. Like I said, all your animations are fucking amazing, and I really mean that.
Well, it did take 9 hours to make it, to be fair.
Hey, I just want to say, you know how to cook.
Yeah, as they say, let them cook.
Yeah. Well, I might bounce, but it was really great getting to hear from you. I'm glad you're feeling better, and like I said, please take as much time as you need until you feel like you're ready to do my call.
Yeah, I will. Apologies if I'm distracted. Like I said, I'm screaming.
Hey, I get distracted easily too. I have ADD.
Yeah, same. I have ADHD.
Yeah. I have ADHD without the H.
Okay.
I just remember one time, I just was curious, maybe I could do something with him, but I remember one time you were kind of interested in like my fat fanboy characters who are like Mario and Luigi fans.
Yeah.
Maybe I could get something, maybe I could probably... Hey, maybe I could do something where like they meet sticks, maybe.
That could work.
And like, she'd be even like bigger and fatter than them, but she's like, oh, you're two fat ass femboys who like video games, huh? Well, how about you two get to fuck me? And then she'd do that, and then she lures them, and she gets even bigger and fatter from eating them since they already were like chubby femboys to be fat femboys to begin with, and she grows, and then she lets out this big hyper fart which just destroys this building she's standing outside them. So I was thinking I might get some Futa stuff from you in the future also.
Okay.
Are you okay with Futa possibly?
Sure. Can we discuss this another time though? You're saying this all on the stream.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was not right.
Yeah, it says okay. my viewers are just hearing this right now. I think it would be weirded out because you know it's like it's safe for work stuff, so we'll get like.
Sorry. Well, I'll let you go. It was great talking with you, though. See ya.
Yeah, great talking to you. See ya. Okay, guys. I'll try and commentate the game.
Damn it, they're still coming.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, because everyone was talking and stuff. I was just trying to. Yeah.
You see any more of them?
Don't think so. Jesus, all this over a few bottles of booze?
I reckon it's more they don't want another gang on their patch.
Okay. Pull off the road here.
All right, we're good.
Yeah. Remind me never to take up a career in... What was it?
Advertise.
Yeah. You think that woman set us up?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. This place is odd.
Well, I keep seeing those fellas.
Some local militia. Clearly not too happy to have some new competition. I'll go visit old Ma Braithwaite, see what's what.
Why?
We've been making money. The chest is filling up again, slowly but surely. Part of me thinks we just get ourselves good and lost. But we still need a lot more money before that can happen. So, for now, let me go give old Mrs. Braithwaite some of this moonshine as, well, let's call it a peace offering.
Sure.
That was fun, Fenton. We'll make an actor of you yet.
I'll go speak to Dutch.
So, what do you think?
About what?
Fine folks around these parts.
Oh, real nice.
I wonder.
On the one side, we've
didn't
got
the
the
trailer
Gray
come out
family.
today?
Scots, degenerates, drunkards, the local law. You couldn't make this stuff up. Rich as Croesus. And on the other, their mortal enemies, the Braithwaites. Moonshiners, hypocritical, both rolling, we believe.
In gold. And in the middle of it all, you got some inbred retelling of Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly.
So what you boys thinking?
We try to rob them both.
You sure?
Why not?
Because we got lawmen in 3 different states after us.
Last thing I want is to get us into trouble, but we need money. Now, we have the opportunity here to put ourselves in the middle of something ain't nobody gonna know we was here. Because even without us, these fools are gonna kill each other anyway.
Okay, well, Hosea's gone back to see that Braithwaite woman.
Good. Hosea should definitely take the lead on this. I sent Sean over to Braithwaite Manor, too. Now, you can meet up with them, or join John and Javier at the Gray's place. Something to do with the Braithwaite's prize horses.
Well, how the hell did we get an in at the Gray's place?
Sheriff Gray kindly put in a word with his father. It ain't that complicated. We gotta convince each family that we're on their side, and then we rob them both. Before they figure out it was us,
That one? Oh,
not the other lot. We'll
So
be
another
long
teaser
gone.
trailer came out
Think
today.
of it as payback for my daddy.
Payback. I ain't in the revenge business, Dutch. Least of all for something happened a long time ago.
Well, I guess we all gotta pay for something. Now, if you will excuse me, Arthur, I got to write a letter.
full crit. Okay. Honestly, I'm more excited for the stuff I'm working on than anything official, if I'm gonna be honest.
So, what do you think of this place?
Not bad. Nice to be by the water.
Yeah, it'll do for now. Well, I should get back to it.
Take care, Arthur.
So, what do you think of the place?
Seems fine. For now.
Yep, should buy us a bit of time, I hope. All right, well, I should be getting on.
Sure.
Good morning, Arthur.
Bill?
And I was thinking maybe in July next month for the... Yeah.
Back again? Have a look. All for sale, except the floorboards. Okay, this should be good. How's your friend getting on with those new clothes? Not something a lady should be wearing, in my opinion, but each to their own, I suppose.
I'd be very surprised if you had a lady, my friend.
Well, not right now, but I've had my share. Anyway. done passes slower in here. Step outside after a day's work and it's only noon. Here. So long.
Gotta look something up.
Though in truth this man deserves no earthly respect from us, as a sign of respect to our Creator, we pay respect to the dead.
Tell it straight, Father.
Sir, we're in a moment of grief. You cannot be in there. What is wrong with you?
Oh, I've had enough of you, bounty hunter and I.
Just leave me.
Stay away from me, Jesus.
Right here.
Welcome, mister. First time to my shop? Don't bother with Alvin's shop there. All right, I have everything he has, but better. I can't say what, I just know. Sure, let me see. You got a decent eye for these things by the looks of it. Mm-hmm. Sure, I'll take another. Fine, I'll have it.
Thanks for your help.
Really, you won't regret it. No complaints here. You will love that, I swear. Really, you won't regret it. Don't ask me where I got that. Go anywhere. You won't find better prices.
I won't ask too many questions about its previous ownership.
Don't you tell no one, you hear?
Whoa! Put a mask on around here, people gonna take notice.
Can I help you there?
Sure. They're supposed to be my business partners here. They arranged a meeting, I believe, about some horses.
A fellow with a scar and a Mexican.
Yes, sir.
Out by the stables.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day now.
good men. Like you.
You don't know me. You turn up in this town, and you're helping everybody. And everywhere, there's troubles.
And have you met my partner, Arthur Morgan? No.
I met your son, the sheriff.
Okay. Mr. Gray here was saying how he had problems with a family of degenerates.
Oh, well, nobody likes degenerates.
The hag and her inbred sons. They ruined this county. They killed my uncle, you know.
That ain't right.
Problem is, we can't be seen to get too close.
And?
We've got gold, Yankee. We've got gold.
I ain't no Yankee, friend. I ain't nothing. My daddy came over on the boat from Scotland.
I'm Scottish.
And the Braithwaites?
Goddamn peasants. I don't know. Mongrels. Slave fuckers. All you gotta do is look at them.
How much gold?
Enough. These are prized horses I'm talking about. Them, they'll get you 5,000.
5,000 for horses.
Easy.
Where do we sell them, these $5,000 horses?
Over in Clemens Cove. Fellow over there will run them out of state and give you 50 cents on the dollar.
Mister, you got yourself a deal.
Just keep us away from this. Publicly, I mean.
My sense is we keep all horse rustling away from the public.
Go to the stables on the south side of the manor. That's where they keep the thoroughbreds.
Ha! Passing you.
Yep. Ándale, pues. Cálmate, man.
Crazy old fool.
You should see the Braithwaite woman.
Hosea and Sean were planning on going over to the Braithwaites. Haven't seen them?
No, not yet. If they're there already, they better keep their heads down. You don't need this to be any more complicated than it already is.
$5,000 for horses. We've been robbing the wrong folk all these years.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But if we get even a third of that, it'll be worth it.
So how are we gonna play this?
The place is well guarded, so there ain't no point in blasting in there. Make them think we're there looking to purchase.
3 armed men?
You'd be armed if you were about to spend 5,000 on horses. We should go in the back way, though. Avoid too many questions. Careful. There's a guard.
I'll speak to him, okay?
All right, then.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, we're here to see about some horses.
Horses?
Yeah, we had an appointment with Mr. Braithwaite, I believe.
Yeah, I never heard about any of this.
Our partner wanted to make a significant investment in some stables down here. But perhaps we should look elsewhere.
Well, okay then. Head on up to the stables. Someone will come see you.
Coming past.
All right.
That's it. Nice and easy. No need to rush. We don't want to draw any unnecessary attention. All right. I think that's the stables just up ahead. Heads down, play cool. Head around the front, hitch up.
there. All right, let's hitch up here. Let me do the talking. Hello there.
Can I help you boys?
I hope so. Heard you got some horses.
We always got horses.
Fine horses, I mean.
I don't get you, friend.
Yeah, you do. Come on.
Listen, why don't you get out of here? You, Scarface, and your greaser buddy. Whoa! I don't like officials.
We ain't officials. We're connoisseurs, looking to do some breedings. Come on now, partner.
Okay, fine. Follow me. These here's mainly the studs available for purchase or for working. If that's what you're interested in. What is you boys interested in?
We represent a famous stable and stud farm from Saratoga.
Is that so?
Unofficially.
Of course. This here's... Go, boy.
What the hell are you doing?
Keep your mouth shut or you get a bullet through it. We're taking the horses.
Oh my God!
Okay, bandana's on. Don't need nobody recognizing us.
All right, I'll grab the white one in the middle. You get the other two. Relax, boy. Come on.
Good boy.
Easy now. Marston, you're gonna tether him up to Javier's horse.
Okay.
Javier, you're gonna lead the stallions. Hey, easy now. Whoa. Easy. Now, just a scratch. Wait. Marston, you right point. I'll cover up the back. If there's any problems, we regroup at Clemens Cove.
What are you doing?
Let's go, quick!
Go, get out of here. I got the back.
What the hell you doing? Stop! Stop! We're being robbed! I said stop these men! You son of a bitch!
Look out ahead! We're coming out of the fields!
You'll be sorry!
Watch it! There's guards by that wagon!
They're sending out riders! Go! I'll hold them off!
Damn! The gate's blocked!
Go left! Into the fields! There's a gap in the fence! We can get out that way! Let's try to lose them in the trees! No, look out! There's more of them on the road!
is loose. Keep going. I'll get him. Now, come here. Come on now. Hey, hey!
Hey, Morgan! Over here! You got him. Well done. Clemens Cove's just over there. Come on. Let's get this over with.
Well, that could have gone smoother.
That'll be on my gravestone. Come here. You think they look like they're paying $5,000 for horses?
I guess we'll see.
Easy. There. There you go.
What you boys want?
Heard you pay good prices for horses.
Oh, we'll buy more or less anything, Pop.
That so?
Sure, Pop. I'm Clay Davies. That's my brother Clive. We're twins.
John, Arthur, Javier.
So what are you? Cuban?
No.
I don't like Cubans.
That's so?
Maybe. Why, what do you care? You ain't Cuban.
Maybe I like Cubans.
Ooh, you're funny. He's funny. Ain't he funny, Clive? Clive don't talk. We're twins, but I was born first. He came out all yellow and black, but he's okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I know these horses. They ain't yours. But I like you, and I'd give you 650 for them.
I was told we could get up to $5,000 for them.
And I was told the moon was made of ladies' tears. Only it ain't true. Not one little bit.
But
I like you boys, but I ain't got more than 700 on me. You want it, or you want to ride them fellers into town, and maybe someone there'll hang you.
We're gonna need more than that.
I ain't got no more money, Pop. Here, take it or leave it. Uh-huh.
All right.
You goddamn fool, Marston.
Ain't no one around here got $5,000, boys, but nice meeting you. See you boys again, I hope. Come on, yeah. Close the gate, Clive.
Believed a yarn spun us by one of that Gray family. And imagined we was gonna be wonderfully rich. At the end of it, we felt like prize idiots. Pearson?
Hi there.
You seem in a good mood.
I do?
Okay, maybe not then.
Sure, Arthur.
I imagine you was quite something once, Miss Grimshaw.
Thank you.
Yes, a long time ago. We all know flowers wither. Ain't no shame in it.
Mind yourself, Susan. What? Yeah.
I'm done listening to your bullcrap.
Jesus,
All day,
this is a
every day.
miserable sight.
He was a real piece of work. No one's gonna miss him.
Who knows what he was? Now get out of here.
We should split up. Thanks for the hand, y'all. So, what's your plan, anyway? Listen, you did us a favor. I don't know why, but we're better off going it alone.
Plan? Plan not to get caught. Shut up, hurry up.
Gotta give him a chance. Idiot.
Howdy!
Hi there, mister. Hey, fellas. I have a meeting with Mrs. Braithwaite. My associates are already here.
All right, that's enough. Move along now.
Good morning, mister.
Please come in, sir. This way, sir. A gentleman to see you, ma'am.
So, your friend, the other liquor vendor. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Arthur, welcome. We were just playing cribbage. Arthur Morgan, Mrs. Catherine Braithwaite.
Nice to see you again.
Apparently. So this one, he is big and as dumb as he looks?
Well, he's surely big, but his intelligence is a matter of some conjecture. Some say he is as dumb as he looks, but I think, well, he's not quite that dumb.
So these are the boys going to Caliga Hall?
Yes, we can take care of that for you, but one hates to be coarse. There is the question of money.
Oh, we've got money, Mr. Matthews.
Paper, bonds, metal.
She ain't gonna pay you with a certified check, you Yankee numbskull.
Ain't childbirth just the most beautiful miracle?
Well, Arthur.
Seems a lady can birth monkeys, after all.
Can I drive?
Nope.
Come on, we need to go. All right, let's get this over with.
You was quiet in there.
Took everything I had. That son of hers. I'll shove that silver spoon down his throat and pull it clean out of his arse. The smug fucker.
Okay. So what's she got us doing at the Gray's place?
She wants us to torture tobacco fields. Said they ain't had rain in weeks round here.
What?
Yep, using that back there.
Moonshine?
Burns faster than kerosene, that stuff. Said it'd be fitting, she did. All I'm thinking is how about I try fitting my boot up your hook now, you snotty old bitch.
Hosea really picked the right fella for tea at the manor, didn't he?
Ah, he was giving his usual flannin'. One of these families got gold stashed somewhere, he reckons. I mean, I'm all for sticking it to rich folks. I hate rich folks. There really better be some bloody money at the end of all this.
Hosea knows what he's doing.
Does he, though? The master finagler of nothing.
Easy, easy.
So far, we've destroyed the Braithwaite still, tried to sell the shine back to them. Now we're on this fool's errand, which I'm very much looking forward to, by the way. They was saying old man Gray's double security after that business at the saloon.
Just robbed their horses, too.
That was you? Jesus.
So, we're just gonna drive on in there, is that it?
Don't worry, I got a plan. Wagons go in and out of there all the time with supplies, equipment, payroll. Especially now they're taking on all that extra muscle. We're making a delivery, that's all. Just leave it to me. I can talk a dog off a meat wagon.
All right, then. Yep.
Second. Are you not worried about them Greys, English?
Excuse me?
You not worried about them Greys?
In what sense?
Well, they knows you.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You know what? Here, I'll go hiding back. If you can act naturally and stop us from getting into a fight before we're ready.
I will try.
Yes. Try and do an impression of a human being.
I'm not going to go that far. Yeah. We're here. Stay out of sight. I'll do the talking.
Hold it right there. What you want, boy?
There was a thing at the saloon.
What you talking about?
Well, I'm delivering the supplies.
You're not the usual driver.
You want a bottle, friend? Here. Have a wee drop. I'm new. I mean you no harm. I've come from Donegal, in Ireland.
You don't say.
Yeah. They said you'd understand. Some kind of incident at the saloon in town. I was told to bring this up here. Ask no questions, I'll tell you no lies. Sort of business. Before the officials got there, they said.
Okay. Drive this way. I'll show you how to get there.
Oh, thank you, friend. Have a drink. Sean.
Hamish.
Good to meet you, Hamish. fine bit of country you've got here. Not as fine as Connemara, but fine nonetheless.
My people come from Scotland.
Is that right? Then you and I are nearly brothers.
Just over here. Yeah, straight down the path here. It's getting so I can barely keep track of all these deliveries coming in.
Yeah, and they said they was looking for more drivers in town. I jumped at the chance. I never been a feller to kick a bit of honest work out of bed. So, you folks been having a hard time of it, have you?
Yeah, Mr. Gray's got a heap of problems right now with another family around here. Bunch of covetous lowdowns trying to sabotage his livelihood. Disgusting.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that, Hamish. Sounds like you definitely deserve that drink.
You don't know the half of it. Just in there.
Right you are.
You can unload it here.
In here? Oh, the horse is like a swift one, do they?
Excuse me?
Nothing. It's grand. Quite a place you boys have got here. Reminds me of one of them big houses out in Donegal. Real fancy places they was, Hamish. Real fancy. For some folks got all the money, they can build quite fanciest places imaginable, eh? Well, the average man sups on shite. Okay. You can hold up in here till it gets dark.
How you getting on?
Good. Nearly got these things ready.
Okay. There's plenty of guards out there. Here's how I feel we should deal with things. You head over to the dry barn.
Sure. And you?
I'm gonna deal with the fields themselves. We coat everything in moonshine, and then we light things up with these little fellers here. Thankfully, it ain't rained, and that old barn over there should go up like a torch.
How many of these boys you think you need?
This should do it. Let's head out the back. Look, once they get wind of us, there'll be no turning back, so move quickly.
Of course. I'm rebel stock, boy. I was born burning down manor houses.
We'll burn quietly.
Quiet. There's someone coming on the left.
Oh, hey. Well, I thought the wagon already arrived.
This one didn't.
Strange. So, what you got there?
Tools, payroll.
Okay. Drop it by the supply shed at the back of the fields.
Sure. See you later.
You hear that? Payroll.
Yeah. Let's get this job done first, okay?
I'll take care of this fella. Come on. You douse the fields. I'll meet you at the barn.
Try to stay out of trouble. That's good for here. All right, next.
That should do it.
It's gonna be a long night. Should be enough for here. That's good.
Or you can just a quick dousing as well. Think she'll go, Arthur? Line her up. Woohoo! Would you look at that? Now let's go light ourselves a fat cigar.
Somebody shoot him already!
You get those for your property going.
I got the ray head!
Got some horses from the stable. Come on.
Not right now. We got company. Look out!
Let's go!
Excellent! You're good! Careful, Morgan!
Go!
Come on! They seem to be taking it well.
This is a goddamn mess.
You're done now.
All right, let's steal some horses from the stables and get out of here.
Damn it! No, we got trouble. Hey, come. Where are these bastards coming from? More men up ahead! Oh, they got
This is a goddamn mess. Horses are bolted. They didn't tell you there'd be an army of them? They didn't tell me.
That supply wagon that came in had horses.
Go on then, lead the way.
Shit! All of the bastards! I got the red. Hell you! Son of a bitch, got me.
Hosea better get us paid real. Hosea better get us paid real well for this.
Bloody right! No way out!
See? There it is. Maybe
This is what it's all about. Oh,
Glad you're having fun. All right, come on, we'll take those horses.
Well, let's see if the payroll is actually in there.
Hurry up.
Oh boy, we did good, Morgan. We did good.
Hey, but let's go. Okay, let's get the hell out of here, fast.
you right. Follow me. One. Okay, there's more of them. Son of a bitch! Shoot it!
Okay.
for right party. You call that a... party? That Braithwaite had got our money's worth, all right. Let's just get out of here first.
I think we lost them.
That we did.
Quite a night.
Sure.
Interesting little fight Dutch has put us into the middle of here.
I hope him and Jose are right and that there's some money at the end of it.
Well, what now?
It all... On back to camp.
You coming?
Sure.